We are live. We're gonna keep pushing on the Mistweaver again today, which you guys know is just my favorite way to stream. Like I don't really care if people want to watch it. I'm having fun pushing on the Mistweaver, especially this season. I feel like this tier set has just gone under my radar until like recently, so I am very excited to keep pushing on the. Oh my goodness. Very excited to be pushing on the Mistweaver. All right. Let's see. All right. Got the YouTube chat pulled up. What's good, YouTube? We are waiting on a tank currently. Story of my life, I guess. Let's go and get that YouTube chat pulled up. Yeah. Perfect. What's good, YouTube? Hey, Vicar. Happy Monday indeed. Let's make sure we post it in Discord. Hey, oh, Nick, that emo is really cool. That parse, the rafter percentile is really cool. Dude, I like that emote a lot. Oh man. Okay. We're starting off with a massive key, like an actual really difficult key, and Dawnbreaker 18. How are the tank keys? I am actually one key away from getting what's it called? I did a plus 12 Hall's Atonement today this morning, and honestly, it was the smoothest key I think I've done all season on all of my alts. Like my tanking was really good. It's crazy. I play so well when I tank off stream because I just sit down and focus on pulling things, keeping aggro. Like I can focus on everything. But when I stream it, like my brain isn't so used to tanking that I can do it like like second nature. Oh, I just hit the mic. Sorry. But like when I heal, um, like I can basically talk and heal at the same time and just like play kind of perfectly according to me. Like I can play at my max basically while talking on healers. As a tank, I cannot do that. So like if I can focus on tanking, I play really well. Um, but yeah, that being said, I just have a floodgate left, and I tried to do the floodgate 10 this morning, just get it out of the way, and the key was going so smooth. Like we were just jamming. Like we didn't have a lust, but we were still like well above pace, and we made it to like the first boss, the tag team boss up top left. And the final shredation, the priest just kind of sat in and died, and then he like got embarrassed and left the party, and we were all just like, wait, what? What? Like this key was going so well. What the heck? Um, but yeah, it was really cringe. But yeah, I'm basically one key away, and it's an easy key too. I think like Floodgate does have some pretty tank bustery moments, like on Big Mama especially, and I guess on Swamp Face too. But I think I'll be able to manage them. Yeah, what's up, Turtle Guy? Good to see you on the I guess Twitch chat, Turtle Guy. Very good afternoon back at you. I'm doing very well. Had a good weekend, spent time with family, which is always like box number one in terms of like what makes a good weekend for me. And then ate some good food. And me and my wife actually tried a restaurant that just opened up nearby. And we had heard some pretty good things, but we were both like jaw-droppingly impressed. It was everything that we ate there was actually like insanely good. Not just good, but insanely good. So, yeah, we definitely have like a new this year we've kind of developed like a roster of restaurants that whenever we eat out, we have a pretty banger list. We have this one uh like Mediterranean restaurant that's like insane. Like that is number one. Like nothing could open up and beat that restaurant. But this new restaurant is like it's a close second. It's definitely a close second, but it's already passed like all of our old favorites, except for that Mediterranean restaurant. And I'm a big foodie. That's why I'm large. You can't see it because I cut off the camera at the shoulders, but I'm a big boy. I'm a girthy boy. That one was Brother Bear. Gonna need them to post that in the Discord to seal it. Yeah, we definitely need that emote. Um, where did they even get that? Emoji details. This emoji is from a server that's either invite only or unavailable. Dude, I want to just completely yoink that emo. It's so good. Let's see. Oh, it's not letting me join that server. Unfortunate. All right. Yo, go Wayne on a 7 streak. Dude, that's crazy. Ceiling Pan, I feel like you're also on a 7 watch streak, right? Like you've got to be. I feel like you're even with Go Wayne, right? Ever since Twitch started doing that, like I feel like y'all are both tuned in every single time. I've never seen your legs, so you're clearly really short. I'll stand up. I don't think I'm short. I really don't. It's not like a PewDiePie situation. I know back when I was a kid, um, the tank said, everyone knows not to stand in the purple beams, yeah. Um, but when I was like very, very young, I watched PewDiePie, and I know that that was like a big meme on his channel. But no, I'm not. I'm not. You're not even sitting. You're clearly standing on your feet. Okay, Ceiling Panda. Okay, I'll stand. I like these pants that I'm wearing too. They're like a white sweat pant. See, I have legs. They're here. They exist. Ugh. The tank said 3 in a row. I've seen burned because DPS are just eating the purple beam, I guess, on the first walls. Yo, Marie92 just slapping me in the face with a sub. I appreciate the support, Marie. It's also very nice to see you, Marie. How are you doing? How's everyone? How are y'all? How excited are y'all for midnight? I know the beta starts tomorrow, and y'all know I bought in access. I'm gonna be blasting some beta content for you guys. I told my wife last night. I said, I'm gonna be really busy this week. I'm very excited because, oh man, it's just there's so much going on and like with WoW Fellowship, like Lee Mix and stuff that I've kind of just sat out on a lot of it, and it's kind of made me like have like FOMO, not FOMO, but like I'm missing out, and it's made me feel kind of down about making like this in like content, you know. Um, but I am very very excited to be just like very very busy. Like every waking second will be spent either making a video, trying to record a video because uh, one thing that's kind of it's probably not that obvious, but like whenever I record gameplay videos, like for beta or for alphas and stuff, I can't just sit down, hit record, and post the first dungeon that I do because you guys know a lot of dungeons wipe on the first pool or something. So a lot of times, like sometimes it'll take an entire day's worth of trying to just do a single key to get a video that's worth posting, and not just like a successful key, but just like one that has a good showcase of what I'm trying to show. You know, sir, this is a family channel, so is having legs in SFW? Uh oh. Murray, I am doing very, very well. I have some like the remnants of some very good food left over in my stomach. Me and Rob is one of the viewers, also a guildie and a good friend of mine. I'll call Rob a friend at this point. I would call Rob and Nick friends for sure. Um, but we did a key last night. We actually timed what I think is the hardest key this season. We timed an Arakara 17, which is how I was able to get this 18 Dawnbreaker today. So I'm going to be very focused for the next 30 minutes. I'm going to be trying my butt off to time this key because this would be not only a massive injection of IO, but it would also be like this would single-handedly this plus a 17 Arakara would build my resume to get into other keys, you know. So if I miss y'all's chat, if I don't respond for a bit, please stick around. I promise you guys I will get back to it. But I am going to be trying hard because I have not done an 18 this season. Not even attempted it. That 17 was the hardest key I'd attempted before then as well. So please understand. Woo! Me as well, Turtle Guy. Can't wait at all. Already pruned a bunch of add-ons, including weak ores and details. Interesting. I know a lot of people are kind of like going ahead and jumping that gun. Hopping on a work meeting. Good luck with the key, Nick. I appreciate you so much. Good luck in the work meeting. Hopefully you get promoted. Is there a built-in damage meter in Midnight? I'm pretty sure yes. I'm pretty sure yes. It is going to be like a native one though, so who knows how good it's going to be. I'm going to go ahead and Chi-Ji on this pool because we are going to be lusting next pool. Also do have my shield trinket. Let's go and Tiger's Lust that away. I also need to stun. Popping an offensive. Okay, they immune that Stygian Seed. That's actually sick. I'm going to go ahead and Thunder Focus he as well. Take one of these casts. They go ahead and shield us. That should protect versus Stygian Seed too. It won't be much of an issue. Kick that cast. Okay, we have effectively survived one of the hardest pools in the dungeon. Just go and cocoon one person, spot heal the other. We're juiced. Now this dungeon, look, this dungeon's very well known for having very hard bosses, but I think it's very easy to forget how difficult some of these packs are to heal. So I just need to I need to stay focused 100% of the time. Like I can't let up. So I don't have Chi-Ji. I also don't have any Thunder Focus Seed charges, but I do have Shaylun's gift. So for this first Torment, I will Shaylun's. So here comes Tormenting Ray. Also, if I get targeted by Stygian Seed, I'm going to preempt it with a Diffuse Magic. Since we have a Feral Druid and a Death Knight DPS, I definitely don't want to bounce that debuff back at the caster, because then that would it would make us, it basically force us out of melee, because that bomb can still hit us. It would just be on the enemy. So Stygian Seed here. I'm gonna go ahead and Revival. I'm gonna go in Fort Brute as well. Tank down. Yikes. Big yikes. Okay. Your survival wasn't necessary. How does that happen? What's he saying? He said he threw his CD. What's going on? Yikes. Oh man, see, all it takes is like one mistake. I don't know what just absolutely crunched the tank there. Let's see. I like using Chi-Ji on first pool and just relying on everything else on the second pool, because you are lusted and you can get it done without Chi-Ji. But I'm gonna go back and watch what just turbo destroyed that guy. Dang, man. The 18 would have been nice. Honestly, still a 17 Dawnbreaker is going to be nice. Okay, let's go back and let's just watch this really quick. I have the settings turned down a little bit. Turn them up just a tad. Okay, so the tank gets the bleed on him. Yeah, the bleed's scary. Okay, so he has a bleed on him. The Tormenting Ray also is on him. I was watching my cocoon timer. Pretty sure he dies right before my cocoon and my shield come up. I did get Chi-Ji. Maybe if I'd have popped Chi-Ji, but a single Chi cocoon's not enough. It'd be about this much health on him, I think. But he's legitimately just dying to the bleed right now. Like, he doesn't have the beam. That's on me and the hunter. He also died with so many cooldowns up. He had, what is that, Divine Shield or some kind of shield. The Return of the Ancient Kings or whatever. I don't even know what these are called, but I know that they're both very powerful defensives. What was he waiting on? Did he... Maybe he thought he had his cheat death available? I have no idea. That's big sad, man. Big sad, but that's okay. That is A-okay. A 17 Dawnbreaker is still very nice. But, you know, I did a 17 Dawnbreaker before, and this was last week, and I healed it very well. Like, I was able to heal it very easily with some room to grow, you know. If you're watching the YouTube stream on your own stream, you'll enter a forever loop. I mean, just like an infinite feedback loop. Should we get this healer? Should I invite this healer? No, but so the key was going very well until the tank got one shot on the spider boss by like the very last tank hit, and then we all like immediately died after. So it was just really sad. Like we were just killing. I healed through the spider boss's big damage, but all the mini bosses zero deaths. The first boss I healed through perfectly, and then we made it to the spider boss. Tank got one shot. So I really think that I could have timed that 18 for sure, or I could have at least healed the 18. Whether we time is kind of like a group effort though. I really just don't know what the tank did. He said he threw the CD. He must have thought he pressed a button and didn't, I guess. I have no idea there. But he legit just died to a single bleed. How many subs do I need to send to distract you? Oh, I'm very easily distracted, Ceiling Panda. Literally a single sub will distract me. So if you want to, you can throw some subs during the bosses in this dungeon, and I will guaranteed get very distracted. And 18's a crazy high. I just did my first +6. I'm a new player. Gabriel, that is it? Let's see. OG Gabriel Pelk. My dyslexia is really hard to read. Is one wipe a complete fail on high keys? It depends. It really depends. So the reason why it was a fail there, like why we just wouldn't have been able to make up that time, is because that pool is one that we lust. So we had already committed lust, meaning that if we would have tried to recover from that wipe, we would have had to come back, do a pool that's normally so hard that you need to lust it without lust and do it flawlessly this time. And you would need to do the damage enough because also we died as that pack was at like 10-15% health, so we had already committed a lot of time on that pack. Whereas if we would have died to like the first few seconds on that pack before we pressed lust, we probably could have recovered. It probably would have been worth trying again. But the Arakara, I guess I could pull it up. So I did an Arakara 17. Let me see. I do have it recorded, but let me show you guys one thing from the Arakara. So a completely different thing. So this is the Arakara 17 that I did. Let me full screen it. So this is the very first pool of the Arakara. This is when you lust. And this is like the hardest pull in the dungeon, in my opinion. We absolutely cranked it with 0 deaths. Oh, wait, this is a little too early. Hold on. So yeah, we killed the first pool with 0 deaths. Super easy. We lusted and everything. But if we would have if we would have wiped on this pool and then had to come back and do 100% of the mini boss's health again, that's just so much time though. We probably would have failed the key if we would have wiped here on this mini boss. However, our tank, after we did that first pull, everyone's typing easy clap, GG, like we did it, good job team. The tank runs in and dies, and then we all wipe to the next pool. The reason why this doesn't wipe us and we were still able to time the key is because we didn't commit lust. We wiped early into this pool, so no one had thrown cooldowns or like we basically could have just picked back up where we left off. And yes, it does take a lot of time off the clock. You have to start playing really clean from that point on, but it's it really depends on the circumstances. In Portuguese, the O means the. Interesting. Okay, so the Gabriel Pelk. Very cool to see you. How goes it pushing? Honestly, Griffin, I mean, we just failed a key. It was like tank died, we all died kind of thing in a lust pool. So it was like, I don't know. That sucks, but other than what just happened, it's been going very well. The key pushing, honestly, we've been timing almost every key that we do. I do need to just go ahead and get a tank. So I think we give this guy a shot. Having a demon hunter in this dungeon really makes me nervous though, because they're very susceptible to a lot of things that crunchify tanks. And this dungeon has a lot of things like single bolt casts, and big tank busters are very scary in here. Thanks for the detailed explanation on timer/CDs. Now I get it. Of course. If you have any questions, you said you're new, so look, I am super happy to answer any questions. And if you need me to give you a one-word answer, just I will. But if you want me to go in depth, especially after a key, like while I'm kind of just waiting to form the next group, I would be more than happy to yap away. I think some of the casters in the back fighting NPCs got pulled. No, I mean, I didn't really notice that. I didn't notice that. Normally, I do notice that turtle guy. Like that's like the biggest reason why I hate this dungeon is because these guys just like nuke us down. Also, this is the only dungeon where if you're AFK as you put the key in, it will wipe the group. Because if you're AFK, these little casters will run out here and actually pull here and just start nuking down your team. I hate this dungeon so much. It's really fun when there are no bugs. The problem is that when's the last time you've done a Dawnbreaker when there hasn't been a bug, you know? Super toxic. But yeah, the pushing, honestly, I would say overall, it's gone very well. Are you able to go to deaths on details and see what killed the tank? I should be able to. Let's see. We should be able to see like the last few things that killed him. I mean, yeah, it's literally just the dot. It does look like if you look at the damage the dot was doing, it did about 2 million a tick until it killed him. But also if you look at the melees, I mean those have to be unmitigated melees. I mean that is crazy. It's got to be unmitigated. I really think he meant to press the defensive and just didn't. But yeah, so it was a melee was what inevitably did the final hit to him, but like legit, it's just the a few melees and just dot tick. That's it. Yeah, 6 million melee smack is wild, so that's what makes me think that it was unmitigated. I mean, granted, it was the commander that did that to him, but I don't know. Also, the two packs that you have to like kill on the ships aren't really that scary to tanks. So I don't know what he was holding his defensives for. That makes me really think that he meant to press it, like straight up. Just turn arachnophobia mode on. Then there's never bugs in dungeons. Uh huh. Okay. Boo. No. Let's see. I think lust is actually not even the big problem. You have almost no cooldowns. Yeah, I mean it's just you basically if you wipe right after you commit a bunch of stuff, like just giant resources, then it not only will have to refight that pack, but you'll have to refight that pack in slow motion, basically. Okay, but the gang's all here. Let's click our Chi-Ji wings. What a beauty. I think also I need to read mana oil. By the way, I've been slowly grinding the Koresh Trust thing. I need to just blast reputation. I hate reputation grinding though, but I'm 2 rep levels away from getting the perma augment room, which would actually be really nice for key pushing. Okay, it's plus 17 time, which is, you know, also very hard, so gotta focus up. Oh, that's a funny name, Doja Mouse. Like Doja Cat, but Doja Mouse. So yeah, we definitely want to be moving on pool. Because you'll see, as you walk, that caster spawns, and if you stand there, can you tell I've recently had a key brick to that? Okay, I'm gonna Chi-Ji this. Once again, I liked Chi-Jiing here. It's something new that I'm trying. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and diffuse magic before that seed gets put on me, because like I said, I don't want to deflect it back to the caster. Ooh, goodness. Sorry about that. Let's go and Thunder Focus Tea. Just spread around the aspect hop. I'm gonna go and cocoon early here just to keep that thing on cooldown. It's just so powerful. I feel like it's just worth it. You got this. I appreciate you, turtle guy. I appreciate you. You know, it's funny because you're so worried about the bosses in this dungeon that sometimes the ads just sneak up on you. So, really hoping that the ads are a non-issue, so I get to focus my tiny small brain power on the actual hard parts of this dungeon. Let's go ahead and J-Fire Stomp from far back. Yikes. I tried to kick that caster, but it just did not work in time. I feel like I'm one of the only people on this planet that has fall allergies. I'm going to revival here. These casts are nuking us, dude. Oh my goodness, that tank almost just fell over to that cast. I feel like casts shouldn't be this much of a problem here with this group, but they are. Sunshin's also so annoying because of your Jade Fire Stomps just always run away from you. I'm actually going to Chi-Ji here. I know the pack is literally almost dead, but I do not want to take a risk again. And like I said, this is like only the third time I've gone this dungeon with Chi-Jing on that first pool. I'm still kind of indifferent about it because, I don't know. Let's see, are any of these bolts casting on our tank? It looks like it. Alright, Chi-Ji, I'm flying away. You take care of that guy. Coming team. Okay, we're back. Looks like there aren't any casters on that last ship shooting at our allies. Here, I like to let a few ticks of that Bursting Cocoon go and then start a Crackling Jade Lightning. The reason why I like using Crackling Jade Lightning for that mechanic is because the way Crackling Jade Lightning will heal is through Ancient Teachings. Basically meaning that if only one of your allies is missing health, all of that healing will just funnel straight into that health bar. I'm actually going to Life Cocoon this one. Oh, no, I'm going to Fort Brew. Because I need to keep that on cooldown too. But like, say it was a moment where all of your allies were missing health, then that ally that has the cocoon would only get a fifth of the healing. But since they're the only one missing health, like right now, I'm going to wait a bit. I'm actually going to cocoon it just to be safe. Just because my lightning wouldn't cleave here. But it just like, it really nukes that single ally's health bar. If they're the only one missing health. Alright. Ooh, our tank took a smack. So I have music going on in my ear, but I'm kind of thinking I want to turn it off for this boss. Trying to delay my kick as long as possible because we have a shaman. I want to give the shaman every opportunity to kick these casts that I can, because they have season wins or second wins, whatever it's called. Whenever they kick a spell, they basically just get mitigation for that spell school. So I just want to give the shaman every opportunity to keep that buff rolling. Let's go ahead and refresh it and envelop mist on the tank. I use my shield trinket here. I don't really like the shield trinket for this next boss. Just because it makes my Ancient Teachings healing awkward. This next boss is like big showtime, so I'm gonna go ahead and mute my music if I can. Alright, music paused. Start with a beam. I'm really watching my bigwigs here. Oh, that really sucks for a Jade Fire Stomp. Burning Shadows. Once it gets to about 6 seconds left on that Burning Shadows, I'm going to start casting around some Enveloping Mists. and then extend them with a Rising Sun Kick and Thunder Focus Tea. And that Thunder Focus Tea is also going to help me spread the Aspect of Harmony Healing Amplifier on my team too. So now everyone has an Enveloping Mist, the Aspect of Harmony hot on them. They just have a lot of reasons why they're taking more healing from me. And then that really makes my Tiger Palms just crank out the healing. Like, bang. It's basically every Tiger Palm is like a little revival that I'm casting. There, I chose to cocoon the Shaman just to be safe. It really does suck because, like, ever since they've nerfed down... I'm going to diffuse magic myself here. Ever since they've nerfed down Crackling Jade Lightning versus bosses, it really is a shame because, like, I'm sitting on 2 charges of Crackling Jade Lightning. I just want to send them for damage, which is just such a lame reason to cast this spell. I'm going to go ahead and Thunder Focus the Enveloping Mist. Extend them. Get some Tiger Palms going. Bang. 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 I still have Shayloons. I need to use it. Obsidian Beam, I can basically just heal back with my base healing. Let's go ahead and spread these Enveloping Mists. Ooh, nice, we beat it. We actually beat the cast. Very nice. Huge. Really feeling like going back to Mistweaver for Midnight Griffin. Join the dark side. Do it. Do it. There's going to be more than one playstyle that you can play, which is basically like if you main Mistweaver, it's 2 mains for the price of 1, right? Like, why wouldn't you do that? Let's go ahead and spread these. Still haven't even needed to use Chi-Ji, which this is kind of what I was talking about, where, like, I definitely feel like I could play higher key levels on this dungeon. Like, an 18 would have been no problem, because I literally haven't needed to Chi-Ji. Let's get our trinket little orb. Okay, I guess we're just gonna, at this point, there's no point in Chi-Jiing, unless I Chi-Ji, like, right this moment, which I guess I should just go ahead and do. Just because I really want it on that first pool downstairs, so... I don't know. But we're gonna Thunder Focus Tea. I'm actually gonna cocoon the... Well, I have cocoon on reserve if I need it. But so far it's looking like I just don't need it. Ooh. Speaking of cocoon, I was ready with it. Tiger Palm. Tiger Palm. Tiger Palm. I might revival here. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and hit it. Just to be safe. Alright, first ball's down. First ball's super easy, too. Don't have Chi-Ji. Tank is pinging himself, so I'm going to kind of zigzag here.
2, 1.
Alright, I have Shayloons, I have my shield trinket, got cocoon, and I have a bunch of lightning on reserve. Just going Shayloons early so that we have that buff for this pool. Need to move. Golly, dude, the ground in this dungeon really messes with your Jade Fire Stomp. I'm just gonna stand on it and Chi Burst, which somehow did not reset it. Yikes. Gonna go ahead and use my shield trinket. Just kind of create a buffer. Got my lightnings. My tank desperately needs the lightnings. I definitely should have saved cocoon for my tank. This stacking debuff that's on my tank's health bar is a heal absorb, not a heal absorb, but like a healing reduction buff. I'm gonna go ahead and pop Chi-Ji. It is very late in this pool, but my tank needs like all the love he can get. He's taking 30% reduced healing right now, and I don't have any other shields other than Chi Cocoon to put on him. It is nice stacking casters in this dungeon though, because they're really keeping those. I'm gonna go ahead and stun, and then I'm gonna put down a Rop here too, Just if my tank needs to kite, he will be able to. Okay, our tank is a gamer. He lived that. I'm going to stay back and kick this. Well, now I'm afraid of the frontals, so... Ooh, tank is getting trucked. Got cocoon in 2 seconds. Just hold on, tank. Whew, this is so awkward. I have no idea where I'm supposed to be right now. I guess we're outside? This is very awkward. I've never done this before, pulling this guy outside, this mini-boss. So when I roll out here, getting out of the big blast, I'm going to... Ooh, live. Live, my boy, live. I'm going to Shaylun skip. Oh, that's a terrifying blast. It's so hard to see on the stairs, though. Let's go ahead and shield everyone. Just because I'm kind of panicking right now. So I just need to watch this cast bar, because I could not, for the life of me, see that ground effect. Fizzle Blast. I'm going to go ahead and Diffuse Magic this one. Although, I kind of like having Diffuse Magic for the next mini-boss a little bit more. So part of me wishes that I kind of just... I used Fort Brew here. Hey, well, hey, the game heard me. It was like, you know what? You want to use Fort Brew? I got you. Let me give you a reason to. It said, come Vakak. I don't know what Vakak is, but I'm guessing that's one of the mini-boss's names. Or did he mean to say come back? Try to touch a death? Nice. It did not get that last blast off. Okay, a couple of mistakes made so far, but it's nothing that's going to like keep us from timing this key. We're still well on our way to do so. Just got to keep playing clean. Got Chi-Ji, got Shayluns, got Revival. Our tank is just going on a little adventure, probably trying to drop stacks. Usually they go up on this little ledge to drop stacks. Oh, I just accidentally pressed Chi Burst, and that would have been so bad if that would have hit an enemy. Luckily, I suck at aiming. Okay, so we have Lust, but our tank is wanting to do this pool. I actually feel like this is a fine pool to Lust because it has this Ritualist in it. These guys definitely do truck. That's on me. I don't have a defensive. I'm just going to cocoon myself to be safe. Just don't want to take any risks here. So now we're going to go to whichever mini-boss we plan on going to next. Without Chi-Ji. I kind of don't like this route where we're coming to these guys now. Because the whole point is you go to the next mini-boss. Tank, hello? That is crazy.
Your survival
I wonder what killed him.
wasn't necessary.
Like, I wonder why... Did he just, like, run out of stuff? But also, why did we go to that pack, then? Yeah, our shaman needs to go ahead and die. Alright, tank, where are we going? Tank. Come on. Go. Don't AFK. Please. We still have 2 lusts. Tank, go. Stop AFKing. Goodness gracious. Okay, tank, where are we going? The druid's typing GG. I mean, it kind of is, but like... Oh my goodness, man. Said the lag killed him. Oh my gosh, dude. Now our key's a 16. That's insanity. Oh man, this is like the frustrating of pushing keys. Sometimes it just does not matter what you do. Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy. Oh, dude, that's so nice. Turtle guy. Oh, that's cute. Paying forward the gift they got. Dude, that is awesome. for the dad joke from earlier. Oh God, the dad joke must have slipped out. I can't even remember what it was. What dad joke did I say? They just come so naturally at this point. I have no idea. But I appreciate the gifted sub. Putting us up to 49 is awesome. Thank you so much. And also, congrats, Griffin. I'm glad it went to Griffin. Um, Dang, dude. We're already at a 16. That is so sad. And literally, both wipes were just the tank just dying. Oh my goodness. That is so sad. The thing is, like, yeah, we healed the first boss, but we haven't even seen like the hard for the bug joke. Oh, okay. Yeah, I probably wouldn't reward that behavior myself personally, but I'm just kidding. I'm a sucker for a just a horrible pun. Respectfully, of course. Do you have any tips on choosing the right Mythic Plus level to do? I mean, the way I see it is the same way that like people lift weights. Like when you lift weights, they say go until failure is like a good way to go. So like, basically, if you're trying to like, figure out how many reps you can do, you don't say I'm gonna do like 12 reps of this weight, of benching this weight. You say I'm gonna go until failure. So you might get to like 13, but you're gonna go until you literally your muscles can't go any further, and then you have your spotter kind of lift it from there. But like it's the same with Mythic Plus. The way that I see it is even if you're just learning the game, I do think it's good to kind of like find that key level that starts to resist you, like that you start to kind of struggle on, but you are good enough to do, and do that. And like really stick at that key level, do a couple different dungeons at that level. So like say you said you're doing plus sixes. If you can still time a plus six, like you still are able to heal a plus six, but there's a chance you'll fail it, I think that's still good, because failing it seems like a waste of time, but it really is learning, especially in this game. Like especially since you're starting this late into the season. Right now just think like it doesn't really matter if you time every key you do, but it's all about like how much you get out of the keys. Like you definitely you're probably to the point where you're gonna care more about your success in midnight than however much success you can create at this late in the season. So take this season to really practice and like rep and like get to know the mechanics of the game and your spec. And then by the time midnight comes out, you'll be kind of like caught up with everyone to an extent, and there you can worry about pushing as much as possible. But definitely keep repping. Keep repping. You would. I know. Oh man, shame. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, we need a lust and a B-res. Yikes. What am I doing? Did you get a BlizzCon ticket? Oh, Griffin. Oh, my sweet summer child. Those things are a massive percentage of what I make in a month. Let me just put it like that, making YouTube videos. So, the short answer is no, I did not. The long answer is no, I did not. So, absolutely not. I can get some jumper cables, but we can treat this as like a mini practice. If we legitimately don't have any B-res in the team, then it could be like a practice without being able to res anyone. Got okay. Saying anyone have an AH mount, need cables. But at this point, so our key has been literally bricked down to a 16, which is very sad. But at this point, I'm just gonna hopefully we can get to 3,400. That'd be pretty sick. But I don't think this plus 16 is gonna be really too hard. Personally, except for maybe the spider boss. So yeah, I'm not really worried, to be honest. But no, I did not get a BlizzCon ticket. I would love to go to BlizzCon. I just like if Mr. Beast were to walk up to me on the street and say, "Here's $10,000," I don't think that if I were given cash, I could not justify myself spending $250 on a BlizzCon ticket personally, which is very sad, but it's just the truth. Now, if someone were to walk up and hand me a BlizzCon ticket, then I would go. But that's literally the only scenario in which I could go to BlizzCon, which is so sad because like my dream is to go to like literally I have three dreams right now that are like goals of mine basically. One, to be able to go to BlizzCon. I feel like it'd be so fun to at least meet like one of you guys and like hang out and just like chat about WoW and stuff like in real life. Even though I'm the most shy person in existence, like I feel like that would be fun for me. Number two, I would love to cast an event, even if it's just like break the meta or something. I would absolutely love to cast an event. What am I doing? I need jumper cables. Then I had a third one, but I can't think of it right now. But I know those are like my two like big end game goals. Like if those happen, I'll feel like I can tick a box off my bucket list. I'll just get like 4, I guess. Oh, to get on the alpha list. If I got on the list of creators that they gave alpha access, dude, swimming in happiness. Oh man, it sucks so bad. We started out with a plus 18. Tank misclicking at offensive, and then next tank saying that he died to lag is just sucky. I'm kind of sad beta is this week. I won't be able to play. Yeah, I know, Griffin, you and someone else was saying, I think it was Dogwatch. Dogwatch is someone that works 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, I think. And they basically have to live on a big boat for those 2 weeks that they work. And he said that he's also not going to be able to play for the 2 weeks of, like, the first 2 weeks of beta. So I feel you there. I definitely feel you there. But, I mean, that could be a reason to not purchase the big pack to get the alpha or the beta access, you know. Could save like $40 that way. You fly to Ireland Thursday and we'll be there for like 2.5. Oh man, oh shoot. Dang. You have to be in Ireland. Dang, shoot. Hey, I can think of some worse things. You bought the big pack anyway, I always do. Oh, well hey, you know what? You get the support, I guess. How about this? I'll go extra hard on beta on your behalf. I will play enough beta for the both of us. Is that fair? But dude, I really want to go to Ireland. I've never done like an ancestry thing. Also, what's up, Gumshoe? Very good to see you. Very, very good to see you. But I've never done like an ancestry.com kind of thing or anything. But you know, I could guess if I were to, you know, if someone held a gun to my head and said, "Guess what your ancestry is?" I would guess like either Irish or Scottish, okay? The red beard 100% gives it away. The like green being my best color is just such an Irish thing, you know? Like I don't know. So I definitely do want to go to Ireland. So hey, if you want to, Griffin, while you're there, if you take some cool pictures or like eat some good food, especially if you get like really good food, take pictures. Please post them in the general channel of my Discord because I would love to see it. Very very much love to see what Ireland is like. I mean, I don't normally play beta very much. Anyway, but I'm still gonna be still going to complain. Oh, hey, this is the perfect place to do so. Any complaints, you can file them to our HR department, which is just me. I'll hear all of your complaints and put them in a box somewhere. So please, lay them on. You can complain about your coworkers. I don't care. Complain about anything in here, but this is what this is for. This is complaint therapy with Chris. But it's very good to see you, Gumshoe. Happy Monday. Hopefully your weekend went well. Hopefully our key pushing starts to go better. I mean, I really just don't know what else I can do. Dude, this guy has a plus 20 in his bags. That's crazy. Don't really know what I could have done differently in both those scenarios. I mean, when your tank literally goes AFK because they're lagging, sometimes they're just gonna die, you know. Yeah, I would absolutely love to go to BlizzCon. That's kind of like a big thing for me. Is I really wanted to go to that or a Race the World First event. If one of the teams, if any of the teams invited me out to come like do at least like one little like not even like the main Race the World First cast, but like just like some stupid little bit. If they want me to cast it on the side, I would be like ecstatic. Like I would love to do that. All right, let's try not cheating this first pool. Kind of get back to what I used to do. It's gonna be kind of hard because usually when you have a prot warrior, you don't want to be kicking all the bolts that go their way, because they can spell reflect them. But now we have 2 warriors, so it's gonna be kind of hard to see like who are we gonna kick toward, you know? I go like Cocoon. Yeah, you can already just see that the lethality in this key is... See, this is why I don't like to diffuse magic. There, I just did it because we should be totally fine with this group. But yeah, see it's a bait. If you diffuse magic that bomb back onto the mini boss, the bomb goes on them, but your allies will take the explosion damage too. So gotta be very careful about diffuse magicking Stygian Seed. That's why I like to diffuse magic before it hits me, because that initial tick of damage is a lot. So you're getting a lot of value from your diffuse magic, just to help survive it, you know. Once we get the second Ritualist down here, I'm going to go ahead and Chi-Ji. And also Tiger's Lust this debuff away. Even though it was just on a Demon Hunter who's very healthy. I have my fingers like hovering over my Revival keybind because Revival's actually a really good cooldown for like pools like this. Ooh, I don't have my Cocoon yet, but I do have my Trinket. So I pop my Shield Trinket just for the tank. I want to collect all these orbs, get that crit buff going. God, this Trinket is so annoying to use in this dungeon. I've walked over these orbs like 3 times, and it's just not giving me the buff. Okay. It looks like we didn't pull, like, butt pull any casters, which is good. You'll need to use those mounts of yours. Just gonna lightning so that I don't overcap on charges. I have Cocoon, but I feel like I shouldn't need to Cocoon a Shaman. I feel like me and the Warrior are good Cocoon targets, I guess. Maybe the Shaman, I don't know. Maybe the tank even. If something goes horribly wrong and a Prot Warrior needs a Cocoon. Okay, I am going to Cocoon the Shaman. Although I can tell the Shaman has multiple charges of his little Season Wind Sing because he took no damage from that bolt. Yeah, it's crazy how much easier a 16 is. I feel like I can like read chat, you know. Whoever voted for this dungeon to be played again, I hate them. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what, Griffin? I don't blame people for... I don't at all blame people for picking Dawnbreaker. It's a sick dungeon. I do think that if they knew they were going to bring back Dawnbreaker, they should have legit said, screw it. Let's stop focusing on anything other than fixing this dungeon. Like, this dungeon should not have been brought back into this game in this state, like, at all. That's just, it's horrible. I'm going to go ahead and use my Shield Trinket, shield the tank. Let him get caught up. Let my Ancient Teachings fill his health bar. Oh my goodness, tank! It feels so bad kicking Cass at the tank, but I'd rather make sure that he's okay than let him get his spell reflect going, you know. Much rather Dawnbreaker than Prior. Oh, 1000%. But both of them? Like, why do we have both of them? I get, like, people voted Arakara and Priory just because they like the trinkets from there, but, like, when everyone gets access to the same trinkets, then it doesn't matter what trinkets you have access to, you know what I mean? Like, they could have just kept Arakara out of the season, and honestly, like, the Priory trinket, are there even that many specs that play it? Like, I feel like all the raid trinkets this year are just, like, overshadowing all of these other trinkets. I haven't seen too many people with Priory this season. Just delete Hallowfall Griffin. You can't say that in this chat. Hallowfall is my favorite zone by a lot. Like, it is not even close. I love Hallowfall. Let's spread some hots around. Oh, God. This is a melee comp, huh? Yikes. Hey, good on the shaman, though. So, one thing I've accidentally done is I keep doing this where I recruit 2 melee DPS, and that's just not what you should do. But what makes it even more awkward is when your one range DPS actually plays in range, because that's what they're normally supposed to do. However, this shaman is smart and knows that he should stay with us in melee, so that we do keep them kind of clustered, which is very good on his part. But it does add a lot of responsibility to the tank. However, we're fine. Okay, I have revival if we accidentally kill the boss. Need to fly. But luckily, Tiger Palm was able to clear all of the debuffs except for the Shaman. I could just use my instant Vivify there. But yeah, I love Hallowfall. But both dungeons... Oh, you know what? You're right. You're right. Both Hallowfall dungeons are absolutely cursed. It's such a shame. It's such a cool zone. It had so much potential to have some cool dungeons. But literally, I do think Dawnbreaker is a sick dungeon. It's just the bugs for me. Like, that's it. That's the only thing that I don't like about this dungeon. Okay, let's go ahead and spread these enveloping mists. Just gonna revival here. Pretty awkward. Let's stack on the shaman. That's just a big old yikes on my part. I was too far away to hit the boss. I was just hoping that the shaman would use his defensive. He would have lived if he used his defensive. I don't know what he's holding his defensive for, but now we have Chi-Ji. Yikes. See, this is just how cursed it is when you have a or only one caster. What do you do? It said shaman stop stacking. No, I mean, I definitely think the shaman's supposed to be stacking. This is so cursed. We just need the boss out of the puddles. Come on. Okay, I have 2 charges of lightning. Alright, how do we live this? Not like that. This is so cursed. Well, let's hope the Demon Hunter's okay. And the tank, actually.
4, 3,
Run!
1.
Not even close. Not even close. Uh-oh. I feel like the shaman is supposed to stack on us if we only have one range, because you want the puddles to be closer together, like, right? Am I crazy? But we got two people feuding. I swear if this key becomes a 15 over this little bickering, I'm going to crash out. Actually crash out. If you think the bugs in Dawnbreaker are bad, wait till you go to Arakara. See, I haven't really... What bugs are there in Arakara? I haven't really... Oh my god, Nyceria! Stop! Stop with the bug puns, man. You keep getting me. That's twice today. I feel like an idiot. I was like, wait, bugs in Arakara? I don't recall. I don't recall any bugs in Arakara. See, I like Priory's aesthetic too. I think the whole like paladin, everything is so good, but like yeah, it's just the execution in that dungeon, man. That's so bad. Oh, tank, buddy, you're LOS. Black Hail. I'm gonna keep an Enveloping Mist rolling on the tank. It's gonna kind of counteract with that healing debuff that they have. Yeah, 'cause I mean, hey, a 40% healing increase should counteract a 10% healing decrease, right? One would think simple maths would tell us. Yeah, he's got 23 stacks now. So now my Enveloping Mist and Chi Harmony are like really fighting against that debuff. I have Cocoon too, which Cocoon's pretty good in moments like this, but it does mean that we're coming into this next mini-boss without Cocoon, which is pretty sus. I am going to try to just sit here and Assuda Miss on the tank. I don't... A good Prot Warrior shouldn't need me to at this point. But... I don't know. Giving him that little bit of mitigation, since I can't really heal him that much, because he has 40-something stacks. It's a lot of anti-healing. No one saw that Chi burst into the wall. I mean, hey, it reset the cooldown. I shot it through... We got the cast, plus it hitting the shaman, and it hit me. So, 3 chances to reset the Jadefire Stomp, and it worked. So, I wasn't really doing it for damage. Like, legitimately, I'm not just memeing. I didn't want it to go into the room, because then it could accidentally pull more mobs or something. And I didn't know what our tank was pulling necessarily inside. So, I kind of just wanted, like, a good little chance to reset the cooldown of Jadefire, and then just call it a day. Yeah, for this dot, just really trying to keep an Enveloping Mist on. Honestly, yeah, Demon Hunter shouldn't need it. How did he completely immune that, though? Did he Shadow Meld? I don't know, but I'm going to Diffuse Magic this. Since I Diffuse Magic, it's such a powerful magical damage mitigator, I don't really need to Enveloping Mist, but I think in, like, if I were to still be in that 18, I definitely do think that I would have needed... Like, I would have needed the Enveloping Mist. Oof, don't like that. Okay, we got 17 minutes. I feel like we're kind of behind on time, to be honest. Alright, Mr. Tank, which way? Oh, Nyceria, I just read your chat again. That is so cursed. Honestly, though, if I came up with, like, a dad joke that good, and if I got a streamer that good, that's going on the resume. That's going on the mantle. You got me. Redeemed a posture check? Oh, man. I'll check my posture. I feel like my posture is, like, fine, but maybe my upper back can be a little bit more straight. But I appreciate the posture check. Keep looking out for me. I might have to cocoon this guy. No, I had some on-demand heals. I will use my shield trinket, though. Just go ahead and use it now. It should come up about halfway through this next pool, which means that I'll be able to kind of like stagger my Chi-Ji and then my shield trinket one after the other. I want to start saving my Thunder Focus Teas, my Jade Lightning charges for this next mini-boss, if that's where we're going. I'm going to kind of just sip up on tea and let the tank decide where he's going. Okay, we're going straight. So I have Chi-Ji, got Revival, got Cocoon, just in case I need it. Shadow Decay in 10 seconds. I'm just going to Chi-Ji early on this pool. So pop it now. Probably should have popped it after the first tick of Decay. Just let that first Blackout kick actually do some healing. Let's just do a single Tiger Palm between each Blackout kick now to start spreading these enveloping mists. For this next Decay, just Tiger Palm it away. Ready with my Cocoon, yeah. Was hoping I did not need the Cocoon, but I guess I'd rather me use my Cocoon than my Shaman uses one defensive. Like, legitimately, I think that's just a good trade. Because my Cocoon is a lower cooldown. It's minute 15. His defensive's, I think, a minute 30, and it's his only one. Just gonna Revival there. I have my shield trinket, got a bunch of lightning. I'm very afraid of lightning. Lightninging? Is that how you'd say that? Lightninging on this platform? Just because sometimes it like chains and pulls things. And I'm just like traumatized from when it does that. Alright, now the actual hard mini boss. Just no one aim at the wall. No one aim at the wall. I'm not going to Thunder Focus Tea just yet, but who'd that go on? Okay, there's my Shayloons. I'm going to Fort Brew. Where on earth is that going? Oh my goodness. You would think this is a +4. We got someone that got hit by the orb. And we aimed the orb kind of almost directly at the wall. That is insanity. I'm gonna Cocoon the Shaman. And then I'll Diffuse Magic myself. Actually, I could probably just Chi-Ji. And it'd be fine. Please see that you have the orb. Please see that you have the orb. There's no shot. Oh, that was so close to clipping the edge there. Okay, I don't have defensive, and I do have the debuff on me. But I do have Chi-Ji rolling, which Chi-Ji's very good at single target healing. Because all those mastery procs just like funnel straight into my health bar. Dang, I've gotten chosen 3 times in a row. This is cursed. Luckily, though, I do have Diffuse Magic. I'm just going to go and pop it early to get these last few ticks of this dot on me, plus this mechanic. Going Thunder Focus Tea. Envelop Mist, the person that gets the new dot. I have my shield trinket. I'm just going to zap this guy away. Do some damage. Try to kill him before his next mechanic. Okay, where are we going? Okay, it's not boss time yet, but let me get this little crit orb. How many of you guys play with the antenna in Mythic Plus? I feel like it's kind of awkward. Oh, sorry, wrong trinket. I was like, wait, I didn't know the antenna was an on use. What the heck? Has a chance to detect and draw arcane energy towards you. It is awkward having to pick those up, but sometimes it's nice when you notice them. Like right before a big mechanic, and you need that. Trying to time that big Unleash Blackout kick for right once that Stygian Seed went on someone. I do have Leg Sweep. Let's go on Leg Sweep. Right before that barrier went off, I have Para. Yeah, I'm going to go on Shayloons. And Thunder Focus Tea. It's going on me. Let's go on Lightning to end this pool. Okay, we have actual difficulty coming up here soon. Nope. One more commander. I'm gonna romp this guy in. I'm also gonna get this crit buff. We can Tiger's Lust. Oh, my Tiger's Lust is down. Okay, let's go ahead and... I don't want to Shayloons. I want to come into the next boss with full Shayloons. I have leg sweep here. My leg sweep legitimately didn't stun a soul. I just whiffed. Okay, this is really bad. Yeah. Everything was so DR'd, they just weren't getting CC'd, and then someone was gonna die. Luckily, it wasn't me. It was close to being me, though. I'm not gonna kick that beam on me, though, but I will kick one of these bolts. Ow, dude. I have my cocoon on standby. Just gonna cocoon that guy. I don't know what DR'd this group so quickly. Maybe our warrior overlapped his 2 stuns with our shaman stuns, maybe? About to be way overcount. Yeah, we are. This tactician, what did they give? Like 3%, 2 point something, right? I mean, hey, I'd rather be overcount than undercount, but we do have 2 bosses and a mini boss. Honestly, we should just chain to the boss here. Because this, we're running very low on time now that I'm looking. Okay, it's go time. Let's go and sip up just to start the pool on a good note. Please, everyone, remember what the mechanics do. So I'm spreading those enveloping mists and then just hoping that I can Tiger Palm through those decays. That way I don't have to commit a big cooldown for those big ones. For the next one, I'll definitely Shayloons the orb. Let's go and stun these guys. Don't even want them to be an issue. Let's kick one of them. Let's get away from the tank. Go and pop our shield trinket. Spread some enveloping mist. Oh my goodness, get in the darkness. What are you doing? Killing me. Did y'all notice how weak he was? He also didn't use his defensive. Like, what are we doing? Killing me, Smalls. Absolutely killing me. I mean, I can get him up. Where's his body? Where's his body? It's all the way back here. Okay, they're just typing to each other and not taking the... He's saying his gear is red. This is insanity, dude. Okay, we're fine. We're back. I did have to use Chi-Ji there. Okay, this is the nasty overlap here. Goodness gracious, man. Kick the ads, please. What on earth? This guy is killing me. I am very much regretting inviting him to the key. This is insane. Just heal him? Ah, that's the one. This is why every stream needs a Luffy in chat. Tanks that just stand still hurt my soul. Yeah, I'm definitely right there with you. Spread some of these enveloping mists. To me, it's crazy. People just like watch these casts of these ads go at them. I feel like I'm the only person kicking. Now the shaman went offline out of pure raw embarrassment. Oh man, this is so cursed. Whoa, tank. Oh man. Mm. Is my key of 15 now? It 1000% is. Isn't that so cursed? That is so cursed, man. Oh boy. The thing is, like, with 5 minutes, if the shaman would have just taken the res and lived, we would have had a lot more time. That's giga cursed. God. At this point, yeah. Can I take the 15 to make it a 4? Well, unfortunately, I have resilient 15 now, so you couldn't make it a 14. However, we're gonna try it now. At this point, why go back to Dawnbreaker? We're gonna change things up. That is just unbelievably cursed. Cursed way to start the stream. Let's look for any key that gives us IO. So I've done Gambit, Floodgate, and Halls. So yeah, Ecodome 16 gives us some IO. When he turns into a 14, can I make it a 13? Oh my god, y'all, it's like Oprah, but I'm handing out just broken keys. That is so sad, though. I mean, the first two bricks, the 18 and the 17, legitimately, I could not have done anything. I literally could not have done anything. Okay, so let's see. Let me just go ahead and take tabs. We have Turtle Guy is going to make it a 14. Glockwork is going to make it a 13. Luffy, I'll keep you noted down for once we get it to a +2, you can make it a +1. Wait, +1's not a thing, so no, you literally can't do that, Luffy. But after Glockwork helps me make it a 13, I have Brother Bear written down to help me make it a 12. And then Griffin, yes, you can absolutely tank it and make it an 11. So yes, we have, so far we have it all the way down to a +11. I have y'all's help for that. Cover Restadruid thoroughly for this humble viewer. Restadruid, you spam around HOTS. That's legit. Look, fully covered Restadruid. Spam around HOTS. I'm interested to see some details on the changes of Keeper of the Grove and see if it's more viable / easier to use in Midnight. I'll be honest, Restadruid hasn't really been standing out for me so far. What's the Master of Harmony tier set? May play my monk after get 3k on Evoker Wednesday. The tier set's insanity. Like, we definitely have the strongest healer tier set. And Resto Druid beats us out. Wildstalker beats us, but Master of Harmony is a very close second. Basically, your Tiger Palms have a proc heal, and that's why, through a lot of healing phases, I can literally just spam Tiger Palm and it gets us through it. Now, what's crazy is that this healing proc, it's basically like a 4-stack, 5-stack Shayloon's gift every time you Tiger Palm, which is already insanity, right? But if you have your Enveloping Mists on a few targets, if you have... oh, we don't have a Lust. If you have Chi Harmonies out from spamming those Enveloping Mists, if you have your healing modifier from Master of Harmonies, Coalescence, and Aspect of Harmony healing bonuses, you can amp up those Tiger Palms like crazy. So yeah, it's definitely a disgusting tier set for sure. We're here for key pain. Okay, hey, as long as you guys are having fun, I don't mind that we just break my key down. It's literally a Monday. Like, this is what Mondays are for. I'm just happy to hang out with you guys, honestly. Y'all, you have no idea how much, how much, just hanging out with you guys and streaming is Chi-Ji, to be honest. Yeah, 2-minute Chi-Ji and Dawnbreaker, the Feast or Famine approach. I love 2-minute Chi-Ji and Dawnbreaker, personally. I do. I think it lines up very good. 1-minute Chi-Ji definitely does line up, especially in the first half of the dungeon, pretty nicely. And it does help on the spider boss a bit. But, I really, on the spider boss, other than when your shaman just doesn't use anything and just dies and stands and stuff, I haven't really lost anyone on any of the bosses in this dungeon ever. So, I'm a big 2-minute Chi-Ji and Dawnbreaker fan, personally, Kira. But Kira, how's the key pushing going? We start out with a +18. Had 2 tanks just completely fall apart, getting us down to a 16, and then we just did the 16, and our shaman just, had a mental breakdown, honestly, and just left the group. So we bricked our key down to a, what is it now, a 15? But honestly, the vibes are still good. Honestly, this guy didn't get a Lust. And that everyone else basically raged. Yeah, everyone else literally just raged the group, and now it's just me and the Warlock again. Hey, take 2. Now we can get a Lust. I'm on the vanilla grind, and it's just 300 hours of auto attacking only as paladin. But hey, Luffy, honestly, that's sick that you're playing vanilla. But two, didn't like vanilla paladin have like, is that when the whole like seals and the like breaking seals happened? Like, is that what that was? Or I don't know. You heard it as we're here for T Pain. Hey, I'm here for T Pain. Very talented. Having red gear in a 16 is crazy, yeah. Especially when the dungeon literally hands you a repair. It's just, I don't get it. Seal lasts 30 seconds, then Judgment removes the seal, yeah. I'm only familiar with that little playstyle because of a WoW ripoff game. But it looks like a fun playstyle. You run out of mana just autoing? Oh, because you buff your autos? Honestly, that's sick. Sounds like a fun playstyle. Imagine if it was possible to lose IO. Oh my goodness, man. I would be owing Blizzard. Whew. Dang. But honestly, that would be so toxic if you had like a tank just like randomly get one shot and break the key. And now everyone just loses 10 IO. That would be something. If you were to lose IO, it should be for leaving a key. I firmly believe that every single time that you leave a group, not only should you get the deserter penalty or the little mark on your name, but you should also permanently lose an IO. So, like, think of it like this. Take just Yoda, for example, because we all know Yoda. He's, like, a crazy good tank player. He probably has, like, just, I don't even know, 4,000 IO, I'm guessing. Imagine if there was Yoda, and then there was, like, Dark Yoda. Okay, there's, like, Toxic Yoda that just likes to leave groups and BM everyone and flame. But they're both equally as good, okay, just in this universe. There's Yoda, Dark Yoda. Dark Yoda, who's leaving every group that makes him upset, he basically would say he's left like 30 keys over this season, okay? 30 is generous. Say he's left 100 keys over this season. Now, Yoda would have 4,000 IO, but Dark Yoda would only get 3,900. You know what I mean? So it would be an incentive not to leave keys. Even though already that little deserter mark kind of is working and doing its job. But I think that would be really, really good. Now, the downside to that would be that, you know, what happens if you DC and stuff. But I think that it would just be great. If everyone could vote to give you a -1 IO point, boom. Oh, Yoda hasn't hit 1K or 4K yet. I know there are some people that are 4K, but I guess they're only like Resto Shamans at this point. Resto Shamans and like Frost Death Knights. Let me check again. I haven't been paying attention to that. Let's see. I was kind of just guessing. I mean, there's quite a few. There are quite a few 4K tanks. They're all prot warrior though. There's one brewmaster monk. There's one prot paladin. Two prot paladins. Two prot paladins. Two brewmasters, and then 30 prot warriors have hit 3K or 4K. But yeah, I don't see Yoda. I don't see Yoda. I know Yoda's been on the Fellowship and MDI grind, though. So, literally, his IO is like a fake number. Yeah, he's not in the top 100. But yeah, there are quite a few tank or healers that are 3K. There's a single disc priest. No, wait, hold on. Are they 4K? No, they're not 4K. Basically, the only people that are 4K are resto specs, either druid or shaman. Mostly druid, but a good number of shamans in there. Dang, Lauren, which is who I would say is probably up there with Shamrock and being the most talented shaman players, they are only ranked 31. Usually they're, well, I guess they're like ranked like 10 shaman. But usually it's them and Shamrock are kind of like the big two shamans. And like one other, I think there's like one other guy, I think from China, that is always in that top 3 race with them. But there are a lot of people that are pushing on shaman right now. Like pushing very high. There's only one evoker in the top 100. Hey, Order Mist is still holding strong as the top Mistweaver in the top 100. Good to see. As long as Order Mist ends in the top 100, I think, dude, he's so good and he represents us Mistweavers so well. Like, that is so good to see. Just hold strong in that top 100. We need representation. Actually, there's another Mistweaver in the top 100. Ooh, spicy. Okay, sorry, I get distracted, especially while we just wait here for a group to form. All right, I'm turning my music back on. Getting YouTube chat pulled back up because for some reason it closed. Tanks breaking keys is the theme of the week, but I just had a single death in 18 eco with a great tank. Oh, that's fantastic. Tomorrow we try 19 Arakara again. We did a 17 Arakara and our tank just ran in and died. We did the first pull flawlessly. We had good comms and everything. Kicks and everything were handled. And then tank runs in to grab the second pack and he just fell over. But we still timed it. We still timed the key. But yeah, Arakara it's definitely hard on the healer, but I feel like it's an easy dungeon beyond if you have comms, it becomes very easy. On the timer, I should say. Because there are so many mobs that you can just like add into pools that like it just doesn't become a problem. US is in shambles, only one US. I don't think US is in shambles. I'm very impressed with what I think is the Chinese push that's going on right now. Like WoW in China is popping off, and the players are amazing. Like it's so awesome to see so many people on the leaderboards with with characters that I don't recognize as their name. Like honestly, that is like so cool, and it's really cool. You love Ordemis group. I haven't watched his group, but I think doesn't he play with Banshers, the hunter? I'm pretty sure they play together, right? Is he the one that's in? He is in Banshers group. Yeah, okay. So one of my friends, Rob, he's the hunter in my guild. He watches Banshers a good bit. So he always like he now knows a good bit about Mistweaver just from watching Banshers and probably hearing him talk about I guess Ordemis and what he's doing. But yeah, I've never. It's one thing that I don't really have time to watch other content creators, but from what I've heard that Ordemis is like super chill, like chill. And a lot of people say that like he's just like so good. So I'm look, I've never watched them, but I've heard that they're all pretty chill people. I live and die by the NEC website. I don't know the NEC website. Find that some of the damage in Dawn scales quite high, so having 1 minute Chi-Chi just means the rough trash pools go smoother. Very easy to lose people in some pools. See, that's the same reason why I personally like 2 minute Chi-Chi, because the damage does scale high, and 2 minute lets you get those big ramps off, you know. The calculator people use to see if they've lived something or not with whatever DR. Oh, okay, that's cool. Definitely good information. Very chill, yeah. All of them are TBH. I mean, I've seen clips of I've seen YouTube shorts of their tank vegan, or does he go by like Squish? I know his name is Squish Vegan or Vegan Squish or something. I know he is super chill. But yeah, that's all that I've seen. But y'all know I don't watch a lot of WoW content. I really don't. But I definitely think if I were to tune into some videos, I know that I would enjoy his content, and his push group seems chill. Is there a reason you create groups instead of joining other keys? Normally, I like to push my own key just because I can control it, and it's the fastest way to advance. So if you time your 16, and then your key becomes a 17, then it's an easy way to get confirmed into a 17. so that's why I like to push my own key personally. But now we joined another group now that our key is low. Also, Baba Serica says your face card is serving. I appreciate that. That's very kind. I guess my beard length is at a good length right now. Um, he's been in MDI practice hell for like the last week. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Like MDI just is such a big time sink. Squish had some questionable drama on Twitter, but otherwise pretty cool guy. Ah, yeah. See, I don't know anything about that, but that's why I just like to stay out of the bubble. Stay out of the bubble. I'm also just like super, like in-person social interaction is really like pretty hard for me. If I ever get to go to like a WoW event, you'll see what I mean. Like it's very easy. I'm at this point I'm like trained to talk to a camera and to my monitor and stuff. So like I've kind of trained myself to do that. But if you go back and watch my first few videos, or if you ever meet me in person, you'll kind of see what I mean. Like in-person social interactions and just like my beginner social interactions are really it's really hard for me. So that's why I like usually it takes someone reaching out to me for us to kind of like become friends. That's why me and DNV are getting along because DNV reached out to me and lo and behold we're both like very compatible friends. Like I'm grateful that he did reach out to me because we do get along so well. But yeah, I wish that I was just better at reaching out and like saying hey and getting to know people. It's just I don't know. It's always been a struggle for me. Some of you guys do know me in person. I know some of you guys are my IRL friends. I don't want to out you, but you guys know exactly what I mean. Especially if you see me in person recently. It is very. It's just so hard for me to be. It's like hard. I don't know how to explain it. It's just hard for me to do social interaction in person. But I promise I'm nice. I don't bite. Scorpio behavior, honestly. Honestly, us Scorpios. Oh my goodness. Wish I could grow a nice beard. Mine grows in all patchy, like my dad's Joe Dirt or something. It's funny you say that. So I can grow like a full, I have a full beard kind of. It kind of stops growing after a while. I also have totally forgotten what dungeon I'm going to. It's Ecodome. Okay. Ecodome. But mine gets to a certain length and then it kind of like really slows down. But my brother, we have the same parents, the same genes, but he cannot for the life of him grow more than like 2 hairs on his chin. So I don't know. I guess I got all of the beard gene. And it's crazy because like my dad doesn't. I don't think I think my dad actually can grow good like facial hair, but I don't know. My dad's also not a redhead, not blonde. I don't know where. I don't know where I get it from, honestly. But Griffin, honestly, it's like a blessing and a curse. Like on one hand, it's nice to once it gets to this length, but anything other than this length sucks. So it's definitely like a hit or miss thing. Also, my game is just wigging out right now. What the heck? That hoodie color suits you well. That's honestly, Cody, that is extremely nice. I appreciate you. You know what's such a shame though is so this is my green hoodie. I had the same hoodie but in navy blue, and me and my wife we just traveled to Europe, and I left it on the plane as we were getting there. It was supposed to be my additional hoodie, and we were there like super. It's super cold there, right? And that hoodie was going to be like my hoodie for the trip. I literally left it on the freaking plane getting there. So the whole trip I was out without my hoodie. I was so sad. But my wife is super cool. She was like, you know what? Let's get you another jacket, one from Europe, so that way you can say that you have a jacket from Europe. So I got a new jacket. It's a really like warm jacket because it was really cold there. I needed a warm jacket, you know. Um, we're going to Ecodome, right? As the other one. But yeah, so now I just, that navy blue, if you go, I don't know, look at some of my recent thumbnails or just like hover over some of my old videos, I have like this blue hoodie that I loved wearing. I absolutely loved how it felt. And I thought it looked good too. I never wear blue, but I thought it was like a good color for me. And I just left it on the plane. And I, ugh, so sad. So sad. Baba Serica said your beard and hairstyle beard and hairstyle are always on point. I appreciate that. I disagree, but I appreciate it. I definitely think every day I kind of just put on my headset, no matter how good my hair looked, the headset just kind of ruins it. So I kind of just, I don't even, I just kind of like push my hair back, put the headset on, whatever it looks like, it looks like. See, between CJL, Lumi, 1 minute GG, you have a really solid cycling to cover the insane pools. In Dawn, you need to. See, I agree, but instead of 1 minute GG, I think just Thunder, as long as you are okay with using your Thunder Focuses for moments of healing instead of like just full sending for damage, I think you're totally set to have 2 minute GG in that dungeon. With 2 minute GG, I find there's a big gap in them. See, and that's why I think I just use my... I'm okay sitting at full vitality 2 charges Thunder Focus if I know a healing mechanic's coming up, because just of how broken it is to heal. Yo, Specky! Oh my god, Specky, it's so good to see you. It's been a minute. 17 months, 14-month streak is insane. Absolutely insane amounts of support. Specky, I appreciate you so much. It's also so good to see you. Whoa! The tank did say don't touch the ads until we have them fully gathered. But he also didn't tell us what that meant. Like, what is fully gathered, you know? Let me go ahead and pop my shield trinket. Let's go in Chi Burst, try to get this reset. It's a defensive, trying not to cleave anyone with that. Kind of want to just spinning crank kick here. What would that do? I haven't pressed this button in forever. YOLO. Spin now, think later. No, I definitely should Chi-Ji and stop memeing. But a 16 Ecodome, honestly, I am not afraid of 16 Ecodome. I can't really think of a heal check other than maybe the Sentinels, or like if we mess up the big damage phase of the second boss. Like, other than that, like, I am not afraid of this dungeon. These guys are all enraged. I'm gonna go ahead and stun them, and I guess I can para the highest health one. Oh, I actually don't have it offensive here. Yikes. Ooh, we did not funnel well. This group, including myself, either padded or funneled on the wrong enemies, because this destroyer should be the first thing you kill. I do have a verse buff for my Rising Sun Kick, but that's it. Yeah, killing this destroyer last is kind of troll, but I'm just gonna like walk with it. I'm not gonna roll into the boss and get started on the boss. I want this guy dead as quickly as possible. As the healer, my duty is to keep people alive, and I think the safest way to survive this pack is make sure that the one thing that scares me dies first, you know? Just gonna zap these guys. I have my cocoon for, yeah, I was gonna say, if he targets one of these people that has the dot, I'm definitely gonna cocoon them. Alright, now that mini boss is dead, he did put his miasma on something. I'm gonna go far. Oh, shaman buddy. My boy. Why go to Narnia? Okay, we're fine. I have Chi-Ji back up for the intermission. I'm gonna go ahead and Shayloons here. Just for boss damage, honestly. I need to make sure I'm positioned right. Okay, I do have Chi-Ji here. Yikes. Going shield trinket. Might be able to hold on to Chi-Ji. I just really want to make sure these guys die. Nice. Like, I knew I started that phase with some of that Shayloons, that Shao's buff still on. And I knew I had my shield trinket. I was trying to see if I could hold on to Chi-Ji, but I would have been fine committing it if I needed to. I'm actually not going to pad on the ad, so I'm going to save this lightning charge. And then now, once these debuffs go out, we are not killing these ads quickly, by the way. These ads are dying so slow. One diffuse magic. People are stressing me out, man. Don't really want to do too much AoE damage to these guys. I don't know this DPS's damage profile. I know marksmanship has a little bit of funnel, but I don't know if elemental shaman has funnel. These DPS, I don't know their damage profile. I do know that destruction might have some. I don't know. So I don't know if it's good for me to help kill the ads or what. Let's reposition. I'm going Shaylin's here. I'm just going to zap down these ads. I'm going to get my trinket buff, though. It's kind of nice that these ads aren't dying quickly. Yet, like, yeah, they're adding a bunch of damage to this little phase. But they are giving my lightning something to cleave off of to heal these debuffs for. Yo, Narides! What is good? How have you been, Narides? Very good to see you. Trying to convince my wife. Let me go ahead and forward brew. I'm just going to cocoon this guy so I can read chat. Convince my wife to let me shave my head and tattoo it. Do it. Okay, honestly, what you need to do, you and your wife need to watch the Dungeons and Dragons movie. And the like enemy in that movie is a bald, the lady, she's like a white mage or something. I don't know what kind of mage she is, but dude, she looks sick. Okay, just show her that, watch that, and then be like, look, this could be me. Because be like, I could look this cool. Need to go on lightning. As the Sentinel's going to 50%, it's not like I'm going to have or it's looking like I'm not going to have Chi-Ji up immediately. I'm going to kick this once he's unstunned. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and spread some Enveloping Mist, then Shayloons. Actually, I don't need to Enveloping Mist because I literally have Chi-Ji, but let's go ahead and Shayloons. Okay, now I just need to Tiger Palm until the Sentinel dies, to be honest. Just the most healing for those few seconds. Dude, oh my goodness. IQ Swag. Back from the dead. IQ Swag is back. Oh, good man, how's you? Dude, I'm doing very good, Narides. Very good, especially now that you're here. Good to see you. Happy Monday. Very, very excited for some Midnight Beta gameplay this week. We might even stream it on Wednesday and Friday of this week, but you know, Thursday me and Vlad are doing our series, so if you missed last week, me and D&V, definitely not Vlad, which I need to stop getting out. I need to get out of the habit of calling him Vlad, because his name is literally definitely not Vlad, so yeah, definitely gotta break that habit. But me and him are doing a series where we are role swapping. I need to keep an Enveloping Mist on this tank. I also should go ahead and spread some Enveloping Mist. Let me go ahead and pop it offensive because I could not kick that bolt reliably. I have Revival. I'm going to cocoon the tank. Let's go in Revival. Oh, I'm right. Barely in that. That's kind of tragic. Okay, now I have my shield trinket. Oh, I'm in that. Oh, the Sentinel is kind of clobbering us, not gonna lie. Go and stun. Oh. Might have to sacrifice the Warlock here. Huh. 0 deaths. Love to see it. But yeah, I am super excited to get into some midnight beta this week. Oh, tank, buddy, live. These guys do a lot of damage to the tank on pool. Let's grab that buff from our trinket. Oh, my spell, I think that was a double zap that just went off. Oh my goodness, I really want to read chat. I see IQ Swag literally back from the dead in chat. But I just don't have a free moment. I mean, I could Chi-Ji. I could Chi-Ji and read chat. I could Chi-Ji and read chat. Should I? Let's pair that. I'm going to have to rock this sap. Okay, now I have my kick. I basically used Para and Rop to buy time to get Zap. Ooh, our DH Darkness, though. What's the cooldown on Darkness? Will our DH have it again for the boss's little intermission phase, or... Dude, this pack is so annoying as a melee healer. These guys just jump around and test my patience. Hey man, long time no talk. I hope you have been doing good. I've been doing very well, very well. I'm so afraid of healing in Midnight because I rely on mouse over healing so much. And I'm not good DPS or a good tank, so I'm afraid and I don't know what to do. Please help. You know what? Join the dark side. Join Mistweavers. You can literally play this game without mouse over macros. That's not true. But also, it's not going to be that bad. Like, Midnight, there's so much doom and gloom about, oh, this is going to change and this is going to change and stuff. It's literally, they're not going to ruin their own game. So, it's going to be a lot better than you think, I promise. Here, I'm going to Chi-Ji. I'm going to go and Diffuse Magic that. That should keep me safe throughout this phase. But yeah, it's my advice to you is to don't worry too much. It's definitely not as bad as what you've heard. Especially because they said they're going to like really strip things down for the first few phases of the alpha and then slowly kind of add things back just to kind of like build from the ground up, you know. So it'll be fine, I promise. That's a Chris guarantee that I actually have no power over if it actually works out, but it will be fine. Click frames is too slow to be a good healer. I'm pretty sure you can still... Can't you still use mouse over macros? What am I smoking here? But yeah, I agree, Kira. It definitely was like a weekly key pool. I don't know what this tank is doing to gather these mobs, but it just stressed me out. I'm also very worried about the tank here. We also lusted insanely early. Can't even find the javelins. I have to pair that. I guess shield trinket already, which really sucks. I don't like pulling more mobs into the first phase of this boss. I'm gonna go ahead and early Fort Brew. I like pulling mobs in like now, so that they're there for the big double stacky phase, you know, like this phase. But now all those ads that we usually use to funnel off of at this moment are dead. So like, what's the point? Good thing I quit WoW for a good 1 month ago. Oh man, for good? Oh man. MCS Power, you will be back. I swear. What's the point of pulling in mobs right now? I'm so confusion. Part of me kind of wants to just cheat here. Oh, we are not killing these. We need these bolts kicked, people. Kick. Tank. Live. Does diffuse magic work on this? Well, that's all I got. We're gonna find out. Go and shield trinket. Okay, I'm gonna have to like seriously cook for this Arcane Blitz. I don't have much here. We do have this Rune Stalker for me to hit. But I want my Enveloping Mist spread. The good thing about our tier set is I don't need to do a lot of damage for the Tiger Palms to actually blast healing. They just do. Like, it's just a proc heal. Oh, come on, Warlock. You gotta get there. Goodness gracious, man. I think this is the worst job of doing this boss that I think I've ever seen. We lusted early. We pulled bonus mobs in at like the wrong time. People are missing the boss with their little line. I don't want to Life Cocoon the tank here. Really want to reserve my Life Cocoon for... How'd that guy die? We also have 2 B reses. Am I really gonna have to waste? This is crazy. Did that guy stand in the line? Is that what happened? This is absurdly poorly executed. Alright. Please kill this boss this year. Dude, this boss is literally living so long it might be in midnight. So someone read the dev notes. Have they added in Tabat and Awaj into midnight? We might have Lust again. This is crazy, dude. Insanity. People are too gloomy about midnight. You will be able to do mouse over healing with the base UI. Yeah, it'll be fine. You'll have all the functionality. It'll just look different, and some of the stuff's gonna leave, but not anything that's gonna literally break healing. I'm gonna have to cocoon myself. Yeah, and if the hunter dies, it's kind of up to him.
Your survival.
Jeez, let's squeeze, man.
Necessary.
Let's see. Blizzard has its own click-in base UI. Yeah, it's definitely different. Like, it's right now it doesn't have the same functionality, but it's enough to get the job done. I have legitimately never seen that boss be handled that poorly, to be honest. But the thing about this dungeon is, like, we literally... I think we could still time it. We just need to be, like... playing well, you know? Yeah, people are... One thing that I've learned about, like, putting my face on the internet is people definitely prefer to take the negative stance on things. If they can take the negative stance, they'll try to, you know? So just know that. Like, know that things are almost never as bad as they're being made out to be. Yeah, that's why I really like that ever since I was young, I just prefer to take the optimistic approach. Now granted, you're setting yourself up to be let down, but no, it's gonna be fine. Literally put yourself in the shoes of any game developer. Why would you ever kill your own game? You wouldn't. So obviously their number one goal is still... I was literally in the middle of, like, cocooning that guy because I knew those casts wouldn't get stopped. But your number one goal is to keep your game healthy and thriving. Like, why would you do something that would, like, kill it? You know what I mean? So just know that. Know that they still care about the success of the game and will do what they can to make sure it remains successful. You know? Alright, team. We need to shape up. We got 46% left. Let's go. Let's speed run. I'm also enchanting. So I'm not gonna wait for this creeper to come here. He might even burrow here. I'm just gonna cocoon the tank. Okay, yeah, now that he's burrowing here, I'm gonna start channeling. I got it. Please hit everything. I think that hit. No, they're just out of range. That Demon Hunter grip pulled them all. Actually, some of them got stunned. Yeah, some of them are still stunned, you can see. But of course, the caster is the one that dodged the stun. I'm just going to Fort Brew this. I don't really care about this dot, to be honest. That way I can let some of these casts go off that are aimed at me, too. I have my shield trinket. Let me go ahead and pop it. Need to find this phase blade. Any chance I get, like whenever my kick is on cooldown, I need to be on this phase blade, I think. I'm not going to waste a fuse magic here. I think this pack is basically dead. Like, there's nothing that could kill us here except for, like, maybe a cast or someone standing in the creeper. And I think the tank agrees. That's why he's moving on to the next pool. This pack is very scary. So this is why I wanted to save my my diffuse magic. We probably should pull more in here. I'm going to go ahead and Chi-Ji. When are we pulling more? This was... I should not have Chi-Ji'd if I would have known. This is all we were going to pull. I literally saved a fuse magic. Okay, this... I thought we would pull all this at once. I guess it does keep us having something to funnel onto the pack speaker with. Good darkness. We're getting zapped. I have no idea why we didn't B-res so, like, quickly on the last boss. Maybe the Warlock forgot he could B-res? It's like the only thing that I can think of. Okay, I'm gonna Shaylun's here. Followed by a lightning. That lightning should absolutely hammer healing. Kick that zap. We need more mobs. We have 8 minutes. We're gonna have to go crazy on a Lust Pool next. Which is probably the game plan. Hero is up. Come on, kill it. It's kind of tragic this pack speaker got his spirit up at 2%. That is pretty bad luck. Alright. What's the play? Oh, we're pulling a creeper. What are we doing? Come on, big Lust Pool. We need to literally finish this dungeon in 2 pools, I think. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Bring it on. Yes, sir. Oh, okay, I see what we're doing. I'm actually fine with this, too, because this will let us bring... I definitely think we should Lust now. Okay, I'm going to Lightning here. I'm going to Shaylun's, then Lightning. I'm actually going to Revival as well. And then now I'll have Chi-Ji up for the next little phase. I don't care what my target is. Ideally, it's a caster. I just need to make sure that I always have a target in melee. So my caster might be the inideal. Inideal, is that a word? We're going to treat it like it's a word. My target might be the wrong target sometimes. But I just need to guarantee that I have something to heal off of. Oh, tank. Buddy, you're kind of important. I think I need to be on this pack speaker, though. I feel like that's just the right target. Going Shaylun's and zap away. Just need this thing to die. Still have Chi-Ji. 6 minutes. If we time this key, I don't know what's going on, man. If we time this key, then they need to hotfix buff this dungeon. Because we have no right to time this with how we handled that last boss. I also just Crackling J Lightning guy at 1% health. Oops. Do I even Chi-Ji here? Yes, because the tank is getting absolutely rolled. I'm happy with that Chi-Ji. We do still have Lust. We're coming up on boss. Is this going to put us at full count? I don't think it is. I think we messed up count. Let's go on Shaylin's Gift, just so we do a bit more damage for this aspect damage. How much percent did this guy give? Is it a full 7? What do I have for this? I have my shield trinket. We're just going to send it. Oh, man, we are not full percent. But we're going to get this staff and then take the final percent to funnel on boss. Honestly, this is fine. Yo, definitely not Vlad, bringing in a whopping 33. How's it going, DMV? Man is focused. I am kicking up those health bars. We're literally doing damage with green numbers. This key was... Honestly, this key has been very sus. I feel like I've had to pocket heal the tank constantly. And, whoa! And, ooh, I am out of rolls. That could have been really bad. You missed it. We also just completely botched the first boss. Like, I've never seen that first boss be handled that poorly. But DNV, I am so excited to stream again on Thursday with you. Like, honestly, you have no idea. It has, like, absolutely made my week. Just looking forward to streaming again. I had so much fun. Yeah, really looking forward to it. So I appreciate you once again for doing this with me. And for those that don't know, on Thursdays, the next few Thursdays, other than Thanksgiving, we're still working on that. Really? We're doing a little series. Where's his body? Okay, you gotta be res. We're doing a series where we're basically role swapping. Yeah, that was... And so I'm playing DPS and he's playing healer. And it's so much fun. We're basically leveling our characters from fresh. We got our characters to... I'm 37. What character is your... Oh my god, Hunter, what are you doing? What level is your character at now? Because I'm 37. I'm cooking. But I'm also getting hard carried right now. Oh my goodness. Also, DNV and Marcus over here. God. Can I even read those chats? Or will TikTok ban me? So what classes? I am playing Frost Death Knight. And I have never played a DPS character. It is bad. It is comical. Going back and rewatching my my own. I'm going to shield us after this first slam. And just roll away. Create plenty of space. Goodness, Hunter, dude. Welcome to WoW. Oh my goodness, man. But I'm playing Frost Death Knight. I am very bad at it, so we haven't made it to the complete end game yet. But I would guess that this Thursday we should be able to push to the end game this Thursday. I think so. I think 2 leveling streams is enough. Dude, this is so cursed. Pop it offensive. Yeah, I just don't know why people aren't getting their clones. In fact, I'm gonna get 2. He was our B res. He also we are out of B reses. If we don't time this key because these people are just not getting their clones, that's insanity. Whoa, turtle guy. Oh my goodness. Hunter doesn't care about mechanics. It's only a 16. I know, right? Turtle guy coming in and just slam dunking another 5 gifted. Dude, y'all are absolutely insane. Subs for the new people. That is extremely kind. Honestly, huge shout out to Vlad or to DMV. I was just saying I need to get out of the habit of calling you Vlad because your name is literally definitely not Vlad. But dude, that is insanity. I appreciate the support to me and also to DMV streamers or viewers supporting them watching the stream. I need to maybe even ignore some mechanics here. Just sit in melee. We have 5 seconds. Yeah, we're just not gonna time it. Oh my god, that is so cursed. Imagine expecting people to know boss mechanics in 16. I know, right? Shame on me. I'm toxic. Oh, that is so cursed. I'm just gonna go ahead and Shayloons and Lightning. This guy types a frowny face. Okay, I'm not gonna get my guy. None of us did. Oh my god, we were... Did we just wipe? Hold on, let's shield everyone. Tank live. This guy is frowny faced after not getting his own guy. That's insanity, man. That should have been an easy key. Oh. But hey, honestly, I don't even care about the key because I have so many more people here. What's good, everyone? Exclamation point Discord. Yes, we have a Discord channel. I post when I go live. And we also chat about like a lot of things, like a lot of the new midnight changes we've chatted about. But, you know, with the game kind of slowing down right now. Oh, it's a leather piece. The Discord chat's also slowed down. So, Tony, I'd be happy to have you in the Discord so we can hang out. Hey, LB, can you see the fan art I sent in your server? Thanks, Tony Handbag. Tony Handbag, let me check out this. I'm going to do it off monitor. Oh my god, dude. What the heck is that? Jesus. Okay, that is definitely not... I'm glad I'm not pulling that up on stream. Don't look in the Discord. No one look in the Discord. How do I ban you? Do not look in the Discord. Don't look. Hold on, guys. We have got to get them gone. Hold on. Why is it not deleting your messages? Hold on. This is taking so long. Oh, this is so toxic of you, honestly. Why do this to a small streamer just trying to literally pay the bills? What the hell? Okay, I'm sorry, guys. For those wondering what's going on, they just posted some very gory shit into my Discord. And it's, for some reason, it's just not letting me ban them. Oh, that is so toxic. Do not look, by the way. What the fuck? Okay, I'm having to deal with this while I'm streaming, and it's really annoying. Dude, literally, where is the option to delete all this shit? Oh my god, this is so toxic. I apologize, everyone. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, what an absolute virgin, dude. Oh my goodness. Yes, I apologize, people. Oh my god, dude. It is not letting me do anything. Ooh. Dude, literally, what the hell? It is not letting me report you. This is so toxic. No, it's just, honestly, it's super immature. Like, it's a sad existence doing this to people. I see. I appreciate it, Kashug. Thank you guys. I see y'all helping me out. Sorry about this. We have just someone very immature just posting some very awful shit in the Discord. And it is just not letting me ban them. Straight up. Ooh. I promise I will get to helping you out with Mistweaver in just a moment. I am very sorry. We have a troll in the Discord. It's an app. Do it, Ceiling Panda said. Okay. Server settings, rules, apps permission, disable that. Yeah, I've done that, Cecil. I have done that. Rules. Server settings. Oh my god, but I'm also like panicking, dude. Rules, apps permission. Oh, it's just so cringe. I'm shutting off all the permissions. Give me a moment. Oh, this is so toxic. This is absolutely toxic. Okay. Jesus Christ, man. Alright, guys, hold on. I'm gonna have to call the stream here. I am sorry, dude. Or something. Like, I don't know. I am panicking. It's just so cringe. Oh my goodness. Okay, like I can block everything, but then it just keeps happening. Ugh. Dude, this is so cringe, man. Alright, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna call the stream, guys. I am so sorry. Make you a temp admin? Yes, absolutely. Oh my god, it's just crazy. In a world where grass is literally free to touch, I just don't get why people do this. I'm adding you now. Oh boy. Like it's crazy. It's not even letting me do anything. I, it's insane. I apologize, everyone. I appreciate y'all for sticking around, even though I'm just literally looking at my other monitor. For those that are wondering, do not look in the Discord, but there is a troll. Okay, yeah, I was trying to get rid of the person that added them too. Yeah, okay, I was looking for that person. See, it was showing me another person. Yeah, I turned off inviting. I saw that you did it too. Goodness gracious, man. Oh, dude, just get a life. Literally get a life. We were getting hit by a troll. Yeah, we were legit just getting hit by a troll. Yeah, so I appreciate you guys sticking around and stuff. Oh my god. Thank you so much, Cecil. Reported that user too. He did make multiple accounts. That's why like I was banning one of them, then it was just like another one would come back. Yeah, disabled all functions for literally everyone. And after stream today, I guess I'm gonna have to dig deep. I've literally turned off so many of these functions so many times, and then just I don't even know, man. The people just always find a way to make a bot that can just go around it, like what you do. It's so cringe. Just think like, you know, people in the past used to do things like cure diseases or something, and then some people just spend all their time doing this shit. You know, it's very cringe. No, I'm not done. I'm not done. But I was like, I mean, oh, it's just taking up so much of the time, dude. It was crazy. It was not giving me permission. Like, it was not allowing me to ban them, though, which is the insane thing. It's just very, very sad of a person. Yeah, honestly, JK, I agree. Very pathetic. But I appreciate you guys, and especially DNV. Don't let this rattle you. Trolls are trolls. You're doing the best you can. I appreciate you guys. I just like, ugh. It wasn't letting me do anything, but I guess adding more mods and stuff, they were able to, they had permission to do something, but I guess it like removed my permission to do something, like to actually ban them from the Discord. Because it wasn't letting me ban the person that did it. 0 lost viewers. You know what? You're right, Brandon. I feel like we have more viewers now from after that. People like this are the ones that don't have enough brains to actually do anything. Yeah, for sure. Invalidate your invite link and regenerate it. Okay. On it. Oh, God, dude. It's just crazy because, like, you can literally troll Elon Musk for free. But trolling someone that literally, I don't know. It's ridiculous. Like I kind of wish that you guys knew how little return I got out of doing this, other than just like it's absolutely unreal how sad people are. Okay, sorry. What was I doing? I have to invalidate my link. We will get into a key eventually, I promise. I'm not just sitting here doing nothing. Oh, God. I'm so annoyed. Dang, dude. And it's also so annoying because, like, Friday, I was literally just telling, like, I literally just was telling my wife that, like, the seasonal depression's hitting, and that I had one of the best streams, like, one of the most supportive streams on Friday, and, like, I don't know, it was just, like, so good. And then to come into this, dude, it's so annoying. So annoying. Oh, my goodness. Okay. I'm looking for the invite section. Give me a second. Not user settings, server settings. What are we doing, Chris? Server settings, invites. There, working on the final, what I think should be the final step. Okay. Alright, we should be fine. Alright, I have a new code. There we go. That I disabled all those links, made a new one. Alright, we're finally back. Back to the WoW. Back to the WoW. Ugh. Goodness gracious. Okay. Let's just get back to it. You've been promoted to trolled streamer. I wish I could say that was the first time someone's trolled. Script kitties are gonna script kitty. Grab yourself some tea or hot chocolate and take it easy. Oh, goodness. Goodness, goodness, goodness. That is very annoying. But you know what? Let's tie him a key to make up for it. Jesus Christ, Ceiling Panda. I don't think my heart can take the Ceiling Panda, but after absolutely helping me out, gifting another 7, you did not need to do that, but I appreciate you more than I could even say into words, dude. Thank you so much. And hey, to the troll, thank you to the troll also for the 7 gifted subs, because I feel like without you, they wouldn't have happened. So honestly, huge shout out, buddy. Thank you. But, dude, Ceiling Panda, the absolute goat. A hydrate. I've totally forgot water existed. Dude, this affix was crazy. Brandon, you're right. Affix was crazy. Do I need a Streets 16? I guess I do. Goodness. Holy desktop, Batman. I know. I had to show my desktop for a bit. It's awful. It's an awful desktop, too. Got your solid people here. One, Ryan, you're way too kind. You guys are all way too kind. Absolutely way too kind. Great work, y'all. Thank you so much for not ending stream. I appreciate you, Q-Swag. Good job, team. Yeah, honestly, DNV and Ceiling Panda are the goats there. I for some reason, I did not have the permissions to do it. To do anything. And you guys did. Y'all are amazing. Remember to breathe as well. That is a good point. You know what? I need to. As much as you guys have been complimenting the hoodie, I might need to take off the hoodie. Monks don't leave other monks behind. I mean, that's what I'm seeing. At least some of us. Oh goodness. I'm like blushing. Now I will go to bed. Have a good stream. Love y'all. Cecil, I appreciate you. Take it off. I mean, it is getting very hot in here. Adibu, I'm afraid to say hello. Because last time we trusted a first-time chatter, they swarmed us. But what is up? Hopefully you were not the same guy. Yes, slay, Queenie, slay, indeed. Monk community goes crazy. Our Druid community, not so much. I don't know if it's really the monk community. It's just, like, my community is full of the best people, like, on the planet, straight up. Geek is like, okay, now that I sat through all of that, teach me Mistweaver. I do have a guide. Up. So if you type, let's see. Is it still exclamation point guide? Where does that take you? Okay, so this is my I was about to say Mythic Pliss. My Mythic Pliss guide. However, you'll notice that the only difference from this guide is that nowadays we rely much more on the Tiger Palm healing to heal through big healing damage moments. So literally that whole guide is still up to date except for you Tiger Palm more. Mistweaver Crash Course, let's hear it. Jadefire Stomp. Yes, you Jadefire Stomp to maintain this buff. You want to play on this Jadefire Stomp so that your spells are buffed, but that you basically just Jadefire Stomp to maintain the 15-second Jadefire Teachings buff. Other than that, you're gonna Tiger Palm until you get to 4 stacks of your next Blackout Kick. So Teachings of the it is Teachings of the Monastery, right? Teachings of the Monastery. You Tiger Palm, that way you get a 4 stacks on your next Blackout Kick. Then you're going to Rising Sun Kick when it's available, and then Blackout Kick once Rising Sun Kick's on cooldown, and you have 4 stacks. So basically you're going to Tiger Palm, Rising Sun Kick, Blackout Kick, unleash all of those stored up Blackout Kicks, and then your Rising Sun Kick might come off cooldown again from all those Blackout Kicks, and you Rising Sun Kick again, Tiger Palm, repeat that cycle. That's almost it, right? There is obviously a lot more to it, but that's like the crash course. That little tiny rotation alone can get you far. So yeah, Rising Sun Kick, Tiger Palm, Blackout Kick. Rinse and repeat. Now your cooldowns, Chi-Ji is you basically press Chi-Ji, then for the next 25 seconds, you repeat your same rotation. You just squeeze in an enveloping mist after you unleash all those blackout kicks. So you Tiger Palm, blackout kick, enveloping mist, rising sun kick, Tiger Palm, blackout kick, enveloping mist, so on and so forth. What hero builder am I playing? You play Master of Harmony. Master of Harmony is absolutely absurd. Let me just show you the healing that it can do. And this dungeon, I didn't even like prioritize this healing. You can really lean heavily into this healing, but I did not even do that. Adabu said, I knew I've seen you on YouTube. Yes, I exist on YouTube. Do you find Dawnbreaker first boss hard for Monk? Honestly, no. Honestly, I don't. And it's literally just because of the tier set and the tier set with Master of Harmony. It makes it so easy. You just save your yes, I'll share my talents. You save your Thunder Focus Teas for when that dot's about to come out. Basically, 6 seconds before that dot goes onto your allies, you cast 3 Enveloping Mists, and then the Dispel happens. You dispel someone, Thunder Focus Tea, a Rising Sun Kick to extend all of your Enveloping Mists, and then Tiger Palm, Rising Sun Kick to extend again, Tiger Palm, and those Tiger Palms are going to be slamming your health bars. The reason why you cast the Enveloping Mist before is because it buffs all of your healing done. It basically, you cast your few Enveloping Mists. You're not only going to put this very powerful hot on your allies, but it also boosts their healing received from you by 40%. By casting Enveloping Mist, you're also going to be applying a Chi Harmony on them, which boosts their healing received from you by a further 25%. And then on top of all of that, when you Thunder Focus that envelop or Rising Sun Kick to extend your hots, you're also putting a further I guess 40%. I guess that's not right. What's the right number? You're dealing a further 20% healing onto them due to Coalescence as well. So you're stacking up all these numbers that say like, I'm gonna do X amount more healing to this enemy. I'll do Y amount more healing to this enemy, and all of those healing modifiers just make your Tiger Palms. Where is it? Absolutely slam. It's basically like every time you press Tiger Palm, you're basically casting a free revival. It's crazy. Oh, it's streets. Oops. Is Master of Harmony the one with vitality? Yes. You used to only really care about your vitality as a damage. Like, you used to only use it as a dot. But you'll notice, I guess Streets is legitimately a dirt easy key. So you're probably not going to see me actually have to heal a bunch this key. However, what was I saying? Oh, nowadays you basically use your Thunder Focus Teas when you need the healing, because your Tiger Palms are splashing heal on everyone, which is going to then splash Aspect of Harmony's hot onto all of your allies too. And then it's also going to amplify the healing that you do to them with your next few Tiger Palms and stuff.
2, 1.
Yeah, honestly, DMV, I am absolutely setting myself up to fail, but if I would call any key dirt easy, it would absolutely be Streets, and I would honestly say it twice. I feel like this key is like twice as easy as other keys, but you're totally right. Now that I've jinxed us, we're definitely gonna fail, and I almost got meleeed by that security guy too. Whew. Deep breaths. You can also use your Jade Lightning, so every time you Thunder Focus Tea, you'll see here, I Thunder Focus Tea to start the pool, so I have 1 stack of Jade Empowerment, and for this big AoE damage mechanic, you can Crackling Jade Lightning through them, because we have so many people to cleave that lightning off of. But for the giant heal checks, like Dawnbreaker first boss, Dawnbreaker second boss, you definitely want to spread your hots around, get all those healing amplifiers on, and then Tiger Bomb through it. And that's like the bread and butter. If you go back, so I attempted 3 Dawnbreakers already today. All 3 of them failed for one reason or the other, but none of them were due to my healing. So if you go to the second one, the plus 17 Dawnbreaker back in the VOD, you can see me do the first boss on Dawnbreaker, and basically, like, literally every single time, ooh, a cast hit me. Every single time I just I just spread my hots, Rising Sun Kick to extend them, and then Tiger Palm through the damage. Or through the dot, and it basically just dealt with the mechanic for me. I'm watching these bolts come my way. Okay, I did just soak the beam 3 times. What am I doing? Oh my goodness. Gamer. Not even worried. What? I literally was like, oh crap, I took a tick of the dot. Let me walk back through it. Why don't I? What an idiot. What an idiot. I literally have a donut where my brain's supposed to be. It's insane. So like you see here, I'm Rising Sun Kicking, then Tiger Palming twice, Rising Sun Kick again, Blackout Kick. And that Blackout Kick, since it hit so many times, it had a good chance to reset my Rising Sun Kick, and you just kind of start that cycle over again. Alright. Boss time. I will say, like, weirdly enough, this boss has been, like, the boss that's killed my allies the most in this dungeon. Well, that's not true. The final boss of this dungeon, I guess, has had the most, but it's, like, it's super simple. Oh, one distinction that I want to go ahead and say, that way it's on record, okay? When you press Thunder Focus T, 2 different buffs happen. You get the buff of Thunder Focus T. That's going to buff either Rising Sun Kick, Enveloping Mist, Renewing Mist, like, you know, a couple different spells. If you look at the spell Thunder Focus T, it lists the few buffs that it can give you, or the few spells that it can buff. And then on top of that, like in addition to that, it will also give you a separate buff called Jade Empowerment. So the reason why I'm kind of making this distinction is a lot of people think that when you press Thunder Focus T, you have a few spells that you can choose from, one of those being Crackling Jade Lightning, so they think that you need to press Thunder Focus T and then a Crackling Jade Lightning. That's not true. You see, just now, I Thunder Focus T'd to boost my next Rising Sun Kick, and still, you also gain the Jade Empowerment, the buff to your next Lightning, on reserve. So don't think that you need to Thunder Focus T a Jade Lightning. The Jade Empowerment buff just happens as well. So I know a lot of people think that that's a thing, is that, oh, Thunder Focus T buffs your Jade Empowerment, or buffs your Lightning. Jesus Christ, I can't speak. It does, but it's a separate buff. Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna Shayloons here, because it'll give me a buff to my damage. Because I'm playing Shao-Ao's Lesson. Basically, Shayloons, I'm not really using it as an ability. I'm not using it for the healing it does. I'm using it instead to get Shao-Ao's Lesson to make myself do more healing and damage when I need it. So I'm basically using it as like a buff. I'm gonna touch a death that, because when you touch a death, you get a buff that buffs your damage. Dude, this freaking blade is chasing me. That way I just do more boss damage. Dude, these blades are going insane. Let's go and shield everyone, just to be safe. Ooh, thought they nerfed Jade Lightning. They did. However, the way that they nerfed it, it's basically the same strength that it used to be in AoE. So, like, when I have multiple things to hit, it's still as strong as it used to be. But when I only have one thing to hit, it is much weaker. They basically put more of its damage on what it cleaves and less on that single target. Oh my god, dude, this blade is insane. What on earth? But how it used to work is I could, like, basically use it to heal through any boss mechanic because it did so much single target damage. Now it doesn't do as much single target damage. But it's still worth pressing. Like, here when he takes their weapons, I'll still use it. It still does, like, good enough healing, right? So basically, save, revisval for first boss, reviz. try to do the Tear of the Morning and Enveloping Mist for DB. I'm very confused on what Revisval is. Maybe I'm just... Like I said, I have a donut where my brain's supposed to be, so keep that in mind when you talk to me. Not the brightest candle in Dawnbreaker... Or not Dawnbreaker. Dark Flame Cleft, if you know what I mean. Where's my weapon? Is it worth risking? No, I'm just going to let the boss die. I have a question. At what number targets do I use Spinning Crankcake? So, there's like a... There's a mathematical number that usually is the right answer, and then there's a right answer. So what I mean by that is, like, technically, there's a certain number of targets that you can hit with Spinning Crankcake where you'll do more damage than if you just, you know, cycle your single target rotation, right? However, even, like, basically your Tiger Palms are so strong nowadays that it's really, there's not really a target count that's worth pressing Spinning Crankcake unless you just care about doing damage. So, for example, picture like the first pull that you do in Gambit, okay? It's like a big AoE pull with a bunch of little nonsense ads and stuff. Yes, it's worth it if you just care about doing big overall damage to just spam Spinning Crankcake. Like, you're hitting so many targets that it's... If that's your goal, is just to top the damage meters or do big damage, then we need to be focusing this guy. However, oh god, I got yoinked through it. Really, your single target rotation does so much more than just damage that it's just, oh god, we are hard trolling. Now, as the healer, I can't really control when these guys die. That is completely up to the DPS. I even tried to ping it. Spinning Crankcake's good in large pools when you have Chi-Ji running and when damage isn't super crazy. Yeah, like I said, it can do the job to heal through big pools, but only if you really care about its damage. Like, I do not use Spinning Crankcake even in, like, big pools, especially because, like, in most gigantic pools, there's even a single target that you care most about killing quickly. So even in that first pull of Gambit, I don't care about padding damage on all those little Murlocs. I would rather pop Chi-Ji, stick with my single target rotation, and funnel my Rising Sun Kicks into the big giant guy, that big Goliath guy, you know, so. I only press Spin Crankcake when I'm forced out of range. Like, say that, like, right now, if I was forced out by a Swirly, Spinning Crankcake has a longer range than your single target buttons. Or if I want to use all of my vitality for a damage dot, what you can do is you can stack up your Tiger Palm. Here, I'll just go ahead and show it. So, like, say I wanted all of my vitality to be used on damage here. You could Tiger Palm to stack it up. Then you could Rising Sun Kick, Blackout Kick, and then Spinning Crankcake to really tap in, like, to really enhance all of those dots. And that way none of that vitality gets wasted on healing. You can't... Sometimes I do that too, but, like... Oh, Revival. Yeah, I mean, you really don't need to use too much on that first pool, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I don't... Nowadays, I literally rarely press Spinning Crankcake, personally. Higher amount of consistent healing per global, like someone said, Tiger Palm Blackout Kick takes longer to push the healing out, yeah. I mean, like, if you need, like, constant healing on big AoE packs... Especially if you're in Chi-Ji, Spinning Crankcake is fine. It has a good healing profile for those moments. But, I don't know. Especially, I guess it's because I pug, and I can't really trust people. Like, in the first pool, a good example is, like, the first pool of Floodgate. You have that one guy that does Shredination or whatever, and then you have just a bunch of nonsense ads. And when you pug, literally every time, all of the little nonsense ads will die, and the Shredinator will have, like, 40% health left, right? So I still just try to, like, do my single target rotation to really funnel damage into the Shredinator to try to evenly kill him, or help evenly kill him. But I guess if you were in a coordinated group, I guess you can just care about doing big overall damage more, I guess. But I believe the current number, if you just care about, like, the mathematic answer of like, what's the target count that Spinning Crankcake will do more damage, I think it's, like, isn't it? It's between 5 and 6, so I guess, like, 6 is the right number. Oh, this guy typed the word lust, and then in the next message, he said, win second. Like, why would you lead with the word lust? That is crazy.
Thank you all. That concludes our demonstration.
Like, why lead with the word lust there? That's so funny. I don't have Touch of Death. Yeah, I believe if you're just doing overall damage, isn't it? Because they had Girthules. What on earth is that? That monstrosity. I'm just gonna revival this away. I don't want to deal with it. If it gives you some peace of mind, it seems fine now. I think all invite links which were generated by the bad actors are invalidated. The users are banned and messages deleted. Ceiling Panda, I appreciate you more than I could even put into words. If I spent all day trying to create the words to say how much I appreciate you, I wouldn't even come close to the real number. Okay, I am going to Soothing Mist this guy to give him some mitigation through that. The stare. Thanks for the crane kick range tip. I think I've done that a few times when dodging swirlies, but I didn't know if it was effective. Yeah, it's especially worth knowing for, like, when you're in your Chi-Ji. The way Chi-Ji works is it just needs to, like, you just need to hit something for even just, like, 1 point of damage with a kick while you're in your Chi-Ji to get that Chi-Ji proc. Like the mastery kick up and your stack of Chi-Ji. So if you're in a moment where you're really focusing on dodging swirlies and you can't really reliably be in range of what you're hitting, sometimes I just sit there and spam spinning crank kick to safely stay out of distance. Like, for example, if I was popping Chi-Ji during that where she sucks everyone in, you can basically hover right outside of that range and just press spinning crank kick and you'll hit it and you'll still stack up Chi-Ji that way. So a lot of times you'll see me when I'm in my Chi-Ji and I can't reliably be in melee, I'll just kind of step out of melee and spinning crank kick. And literally just one of these ticks of your spinning crank kick needs to hit in order to give you that buff. Give me all the orbs. Okay, I have not been focusing on the gameplay. I've just been yapping and on autopilot. But literally that's what Streets is. Like, Streets, you could almost... Do you need a healer in this dungeon? I feel like you could do a key where you just have like a feral druid and like a shadow priest. Oh. Just off healing for all the big heal checks. Because literally all it is the final boss's bleeds are kind of scary, but you could like cycle feral druid and shadow priest off heals for that, I guess. And then the next boss has the big stack. Why am I auto walking? What the heck? The next boss has that like big thing that you need to heal up before the big bomb goes off. That's basically it. Like, when else do you need a healer in this dungeon? I feel like if you were to no heal a dungeon, it would be this one. Am I just gonna have to face tank that? Mine? I'm afraid. Oh, I don't have much time. Run. Yeah, this dungeon, like, you almost don't need a healer, right? What about the postmaster? That damages nasty. I mean, yeah, that's what I was saying. Ooh, wrong time to look at chat. Oh, he must have been looking at his too. I think that boss would probably be the only one that you might need a healer to heal through the dot. But I mean, if you had a shadow priest, they could like mass dispel like... Well, I guess they could probably only mass dispel one set of debuffs in the whole fight, really. Yeah, knowing that your spinning crank kick just has a slightly longer range than things, and also just knowing that like your spinning crank kick just has to tap an enemy to give you the Chi-Ji stack is just, honestly, that's just good knowledge to have as a Mistweaver player. Like, not just this season, but that's like transferable into future seasons. As long as Chi-Ji still works in the future as it does now, it'll be fine. I think spinning crane kick's being slept on in higher keys for maintenance healing with amps out. I mean, with amps out, yeah, I can do a lot of healing because Awakened Jadefire is buffed by like all of your healing modifiers. But I think it's not that it's being slept on. I think the better word is that it's just being overshadowed right now. Like, why would you spinning crane kick when your Tiger Palms are that strong? I guess for damage, but also Girthules, dude, Girthules. Legitimately still hard carrying the stream on their back. Another gifted. Girthules, you're going to single-handedly take us to the magic number 69, I swear. But I appreciate you so much. Also, coming in with that creepy face is insane. I see, like, Monty Python, the Holy Grail, a man of culture. Yes, I do. It's ever since I was a child, it has been my answer for what is my favorite movie. I haven't watched it in years, though. I need to go watch it again, but it's so good. And also, me and my wife, we just went on a vacation for our, kind of like our honeymoon, not honeymoon, but anniversary out of the country. And we went to this castle, and I am deathly, one thing about me, I am deathly afraid of, like, not necessarily heights, but big drop-offs. Like, I am very, very afraid of ledges, basically. But we went up, I hiked up a mountain, which one, physical exercise is something that I am allergic to. But I hiked up a mountain, which is like two things. One, I was up on literally a cliff, and two, there was a castle up there that made me even go even further up. But it really, the whole time I was like, this reminds me of Monty Python so much, like the music they were playing. And I was like joking with like the coconuts, you know, like it was just really funny. But yeah, I mean, I might show some pictures, but my wife took some unreal pictures up there. Like absolutely breathtaking. So I really do want to show y'all at least that. But also I was just like, I don't know. There was a moment where, you know, my in-laws, they know that I'm, like, afraid of heights. You know, we say that, but y'all know I'm afraid of ledges. It's not really heights. But I made it up to the top of the mountain and then further climbed up the castle. And we, like, did, like, a little dance party at the top because I did not think I could make it. Actually, it's funny. The way the castle was kind of set up is you just walk up these stairs, like, along the inside of the castle. And you can kind of see through a hole in the floor up the floor above you. And, you know, the higher and higher I went up this little castle, the more, like, nervous and anxious I got, just because my fear was starting to set in, right? And then I made it to the top floor, basically the very top of the castle where there's no roof or no ceiling above you. And I was, the floor below that, and I was walking up the stairs, but my legs were, like, giving out, because I'm literally afraid to be up there, right? And I was like, I can't do it. And I started to back down the stairs. But then I looked up to the whole of the people that were standing on top of the castle. And I saw this little freaking, like, 4-year-old girl just staring at me, judging me. She was like, I can do it. Why can't you? And then I was like, damn it. Okay, fine. So then she was my motivation. Literally a 4-year-old judgmental girl judging me for being afraid of heights while she's not. Was the motivation I needed to get up there. So I did end up going up on top of the castle, but I don't know. I just thought it was so funny because I was like literally giving up. And then I look up and see a child up there just absolutely judging me. It was ridiculous. Ooh. Yes, Monty Python, me and my siblings would watch that with, like, the family that we lived in, like, the same neighborhood with. We would always go over there, like, after school. If, like, one of our moms was working later or something, we would go over to the other one's house. And Monty Python was, like, a movie that we watched very often. We watched that, and I remember we watched that and Spaceballs a lot. Which nowadays, I don't remember a single thing about the movie Spaceballs, because I was literally a kid back then. But I definitely remember Monty Python, like the Knights of Me, you know that, and then the Merely a Flesh Wound. I don't know. There's just like so many iconic things. Every time I see a white bunny, I think of that movie. Such a good one. With Monk, I struggle with when I heal AoE without hitting someone, like Soaking Last Boss and Gambit. Yeah, I mean, you do have to like understand the circumstances coming up. So like whenever I heal the last boss of Gambit, I purposefully don't press Thunder Focus Tea until that ring comes out. Because you need to think of like what tools do you have to heal from afar. You don't have many, but one of them is your Thunder Focus Tea Enveloping Mist, and like that I use. I usually, if I know that circle's about to spawn and I'm about to have to run out and heal it, I'll spread out some Enveloping Mist and Rising Sun Kick to extend them. You really have to kind of like plan ahead when it comes to moments like that, which is it kind of does suck because a lot of times you don't have that luxury. Like say that this random ad just throws down a random circle that's not usually there that keeps you out of melee. Sometimes that happens, you know, and you can't really plan for it, but sometimes you can. Spaceballs 2 is in the works. Wonder how that will turn out. You know, I literally don't remember anything about that movie, but I want to go back and watch it because, like I said, we watched it so many times as a kid. But if Spaceballs 2 is coming out, are we going to get this? I should have Shayloonsed. That got close. Goodness gracious. I did not even know they're making a second one. That is kind of cursed a little bit, right? So Tiger Palm is strong, yes, but it heals the entire group, and it doesn't funnel. And it doesn't funnel into single targets, meaning that it's very weak individually, very strong group wide. I mean, yeah, it doesn't funnel like Ancient Teachings does, but Awakened Jadefire doesn't funnel either, you know? It doesn't, like, if you only have one target missing health, it doesn't go 360% into that one health bar. It just does 120 to 3 health bars. Nice to see a marksmanship for once. I know, right? I mean, dude, Beastmaster has been, like, literally pretty beast all season. Do you use Soothing Mist and win? I do. Like, in moments like we were just talking about the final boss of Gambit, if you have to run out and soak that big circle and the rest of your group is, like, way over here, I'll Soothing Mist then. Other than that, the only time I ever Soothing Mist is if I know that someone is about to take a big dot or something, or has a big dot, or is about, like, if I know the tank is about to take a big tank buster. So, like, on Swamp Face and Floodgate, for example, when the tank first pulls, the first thing Swamp Face does is, like, 2 back-to-back big melee hits on the tank. So I'll Soothing Mist the tank for that, because Soothing Mist does give... it's literally nothing, but it's 6% damage mitigation. There have been moments where, like, my tank has survived at, like, 1% health because I was Soothing Misting them. Other than that, though, I don't Soothing Mist that much that often. Other than for the Elusive Mist damage mitigation for, like, big single-target nukes. Just because, like, honestly, nowadays, with how many ways that Mistweaver can do big AoE healing, it kind of frees up your... Like, right now, my tank's taking a big chunk of damage, so I could, A, Soothing Mist him and do big single-target healing that way, or B, I could Crackling Jade Lightning, and that Jade Lightning will all funnel into the tank's health bar, doing big single-target healing that way, you know? So it's like... I would rather do the one option that gives me big damage too at the same time, you know. So personally, I don't Soothing Mist ever. He's gonna turtle that, I'm guessing. But that's just me. Any tips for Nexus King as Mistweaver? So Captain Spade, it's funny that you asked that because my guild spent the last, like, 2 weeks progging it, and then the one day that I was out of town is the day that they killed it. So I don't have the kill. However, I have a ton. We literally had, like, a 7% wipe while I was there. I have a ton of reps on that boss. Personally, I really liked playing Chi-Ji on that fight because I was the solo healer on one platform, and Chi-Ji was very good at healing on that platform. Also, playing a Chi-Ji build let me Jade Lightning. However, I don't necessarily want to fully tell you to just fully swap your build. I did do a lot of reps with Yu'lon. And my number one tip that I found just helped me a lot is do not worry about, like, cranking out so much healing in P1. you know that mechanics in that fight are the killer. Your numbers don't matter. It just matters if you live and don't get mind controlled. So focus 1000%, especially while your guild is proccing P1. Focus on your movement and your like where you're facing and stuff. Like face your ghosts and everything. I'm gonna dispel and then diffuse magic. But focus 1000% on your mechanics while you prog, and then you can worry about your numbers later. Like once your guild is consistently, no one's getting mind controlled in P1, then you can start really focusing on like where can I like squeeze in more healing and stuff. But like if you are at the bottom of your healing charts on Nexus King prog, it is not a big deal at all. Just be the first healer to master the movement in P1, and that's the number one tip. Like honestly, because once you get the movement and the mechanics down, the numbers kind of find themselves. Plus, there's, especially if you're solo healing a platform, there's so much healing that you're going to be doing late into the phase. Especially once coming out of the intermission, you'll have your like third Yulon coming up or your third Chiji, whichever you're playing, and it just cranks. Like it absolutely just cranks there once everyone. That's like when most guilds pop Lust. I think my guild also was popping Lust there. Okay, I just need to Tiger Palm like crazy. Nice. Yeah, it's honestly a really fun fight. It's very frustrating because you'll have so many wipes to just like one person getting mind controlled. Like one person too many getting mind controlled. Saying to imprison that. Okay, I can still mount, so I'm not in combat. We're chilling. But I wonder how Spaceballs 2 is going to come out. Gambit Soak is a DPS job. Honestly, yes. Especially once you get into higher keys. I'm going to 100% of the time start asking my DPS to soak. However, Kira, I am like a masochist when it comes to these things. I love a challenge. Like a lot of times the hardest dungeon in the season is my favorite dungeon just because I like to heal hard things that are hard to heal through. So I personally really like doing the soak because I think it's a fun challenge. However, like I said, like, you know, once I start pushing up into those higher key levels, I definitely intend on getting my DPS every single time to just soak it. Just because, like, why wouldn't you, you know? Square. I'm just going to cocoon that person. He's a demon hunter, so he's literally fine, but I'm just going to cocoon him for safety. Let's do some big damage. Oh my gosh, 2.3 million ticks of my lightning is crazy. But I have Shaylun's buff, I had my trinket buff too. And I had the verse buff from my Rising Sun Kick Thunder Focus T. We're about to get divided, right? Ah, that's so troll. Alright. Shayluns. And let's use that buff to just slam these lightnings in. Circle and triangle. Let's get this buff. I'm gonna go in Shaylun's again. I'm literally just Shaylunsing for a damage buff.
Strike from beyond reach.
Alright, easy key. Got 10 IO. Hey, we're finally across the 34 mark, but it's crazy that we're just now getting there. It's insanity. P1 feels super chill with Mistweaver movement and CDs align very well, but when platforms come, I feel like a wet noodle. What I was doing is I got into the habit of I play Chi-Ji on that fight, but if either way, if you're playing Yulon or Chi-Ji, I like to I press my Yulon before we split. So as you know, you do the whole portal dance where you have to like port out then port in. You know, you do all of that, and then I press Yulon then, and then Yulon will be early, but it'll last for the whole platform, and then it lines you up better for the end. You know, the tank got 2.5k with this. Is that true? Maybe. It could just be like 2.5k since the last reset. You know how the last reset kind of messed with people's IO and stuff, or at least how the add-ons show their IO and stuff. I'm gonna trade in my key. I don't really think my key matters at this point in the week. Oh, of course it became priority. Dude, so far this week, we started off at 3,200, and I got 200 IO this week. That is insane. Have you tried recreating your buffs / bars with a standard UI and prep for midnight? I haven't. However, Boombaya, exciting news. Tomorrow, this Tuesday is when, since I'm in NA servers, that's when the reset is. So for EU people, I guess it's Wednesday maybe. But tomorrow is when they're opening up the beta. That's when what I have access to. I did not get alpha access. I'm not that big of a creator yet. I say yet because I'm hopeful. But I did get... Dude, that's so cool, Girthules. I have no idea how you do that, but that is so cool. I did buy into the beta. Of course, I had to buy in, but so yeah, on the beta, I plan on doing a lot of UI setup and stuff. So yeah, I'll be trying to make some videos on ways to optimize your UI for midnight so far. You know, however, I haven't really been dabbling with like, should I change my like delete weak auras now to in prep for midnight? I know a lot of people are doing that. It's just I don't see the need personally. What's the green vertical bar? That's my vitality meter. So as you do damage and do healing, you're storing up vitality. You'll see as I do some overhealing, it's gonna eventually it takes a bit. It kind of bugs a bit once you're 0, but eventually it'll lock in and be like, oh yeah, we have some vitality. So then once I pop Thunder Focusy, it's gonna give me I think a 10-second timer to use that vitality. That's what this is. It's like you better use it or you'll lose it. And then you do healing or damage with your few damaging spells to try to use that vitality, and it becomes a hot or a dot, depending. You seem like such a good guy with a big heart. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm not going to speak to that, but I will say one thing, that what you see is what you get. This is who I am in real life, too. I know a lot of people put on like an act when they make content, and I guess like it's fine to do so. Like it's kind of like you're playing like a Miss Rachel type role, but no, this is exactly who I am day-to-day basis. So I appreciate that so much. You're crazy. I'm excited to see how you play out higher keys. I feel like you're gonna find some crazy tech. I'm excited because I do always try to find some interesting things, Kira. I definitely feel like oh, that's my Chi-Ji. I definitely do some things differently from some other players, so I'm excited to see once we finally get to some high keys. I do have a few guildies that do want to start like pushing with me, and we do plan on, I at least want to end the season at like 3.8k. I want to say that's like a fine goal to shoot for, but I don't know what key level that is personally. Do we want to go into Gambit? YOLO. We'll queue up for it. Okay, do we want to get our revenge on Dawnbreaker? Because what Dawnbreaker did to us today is, one, should not be legal. Yeah. Limit test and theory craft. I appreciate that. That's like my favorite thing to do in this game is take the things that people think are weak and at least figure out how strong they are. You know, even if you find out that they're weaker than they should be, I like to um, find the things that are suboptimal and pretend as if they are optimal. You know, so 20s to 19 spread. Okay, okay. Depending on how many 20s there are, I feel like me and my guildies and Rando Tank #1 could probably get to at least the 19 stun, maybe at least most of the 19 stun. So maybe, depending on how much time we're able to commit to it, I definitely think we could push that if we're able to actually push together. But it really, you know, being in a guild full of like adults and stuff, it is hard to find time, you know. In your channel points section, you can do a few different things. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, what's it called though? Is that the highlight your message? How do I do that? Can I do it while I'm streaming? Message effects? Is that it? Hey, oh, it's not the same, but it's close. Dude, that's awesome. That's, oh, that costs bits. What I just did apparently costs bits. And I think bits are real money, right? Oh, I need to get rid of this IRL voice ban. I also still owe Ceiling Panda and I think Brother Bear 10k. I'm too casual to push. I think I'll be happy with 18 results. Honestly, me too. I feel like it's this late into the season. I'm happy with whatever I can get, but it's one of those things that I want like a personal goal. And I feel like me and at least Rob is very serious about the game too. We even if it's just us two pushing, we would like to get to a certain number, I'm guessing. Some evenings where I have time, there aren't any score keys up except note keys. Oh, are note keys the ones that are like, my key's resilient. Tip me if you want in. Like, is that what the note keys are? I've seen, I know, Eisen, the YouTuber Eisen Hart. I think, have they changed their name? Eisen Hart. I feel like I'm in his Discord. Hold on. I am. Eisen. Yeah, Eisen. He made a video at some point about tip. I think that's what they are. The ones that you have to tip to get in. People feel super chill. Oh, yeah, I read that. I think I'm all caught up on chat, right? Did I miss anything that you guys said? I don't want to be behind. All right. Let's queue up for more. Oh, man, I'm getting very hungry, though. No means pay per try or pay if timed, because if you put tip/pay, you can get reported for it. So now people put in note. That is the most cringe thing. I mean, look, people are going to find ways to make gold in this game. I guess getting people into your resilient key is one thing, but that is so cringe. Like, that is absolutely cringe. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if I could, like, file a police report on the person that was doing that in my Discord. Is that a thing? I feel like that's pretty much harassing, bullying to a T, right? Like, it's gotta be. Let's see. I haven't seen any of the note things, Kira. I legit, like, maybe it's just that I haven't, like, come across them yet. Yeah, it was pretty bad, dude. A police report? Yes! Get the popo involved. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that, but I'm like, dude, like, how do I, what, I'm thinking, like, what steps do I make to keep that from happening again, you know? Maybe I just sick Brother Bear on him. Brother Bear, get him. Go. It's awful, and keys slow down massively past 17. So, like, it's often like 60-40 note keys and actual keys. Really? See, I'm not. Do I have him filtered? Mod me, I'll kill him. Get him. But what do I don't see that. Like I've heard a lot about them. I think I saw a Reddit post, and then I saw that Eisen had said something about them, but I've never seen them. Um, the notes in the description usually. Like this person says, this is normal, like come watch my stream. What I hate the most is when people do this, when they put 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 in their note, so that no matter like what key level you type in or search, this will just come up. I think that's super cringe what this guy's doing. But that to me is just, I don't know, that's cringe. Most note keys sell to DPS. Ah. Oh, yeah, because I guess you couldn't really bring in a healer or a tank. So let's see. Oh my god, I was filtering to tank and healer available? What am I doing? Okay, let's see. Damage roll available. I have to see this for my own eyes. Tips appreciated, not required is there. Okay, I see one. I mean, tips appreciated, not required. I feel like it's different, though. It usually means the same as no. Oh, God, I've been using it wrong. I could have been charging people this whole time? What the heck? Oh, man. It's crazy. Let's say I have 2 buyers. They remove it and try to get a tank healer in. Ah. There's no keys in the 18-19 range, and if there are, they want a resto variety. LOL, HPAL no invite life. Yeah, it's rough out there, I bet. I was looking for these like note keys that are the infamous note key. But we need healer available. Dude, the amount of keys that already have a healer is insane. Do we go back to Streets 18? Just slam it? I'm so far behind. I'm playing catch up, but honestly, other than like earlier today, we're making pretty good progress. Like I said, we've gotten 200 IO in one day. One day, what am I saying? In 1 week. Like one weekly reset going from 3,200 to 3,400 is pretty good. So if we go off of that math, I would think that we could probably get like 100 IO each week until we hit a certain point. Is there any G Fuel left in the US? There is none left here in Austria. It's more in demand than cocaine. No, there's plenty of G Fuel, and especially if you use my code exclamation point, or my code is LBNinja7. It'll give you a discount when you purchase and support me, small streamer. But that's crazy. There's not enough. I guess, do they not ship out to you is probably the thing, Adabu? It's all sold out because, yeah, I'm drinking it all, man. Literally, second serving today of the watermelon. You probably can't find the watermelon flavor in the States because of me specifically. But it's in stock here at least. Okay, at this point, I'm like, we only have Holy. Is Holy like another brand or something? That's tragic. Couldn't imagine my life without it. I'm just kidding. It's not that deep, but it kind of is. Because they support small streamers, so shout out. But maybe North America is different in oh yeah, that honestly, Kira, that sounds like what it is. I feel like in EU it would be huge because key pushing's big in EU compared to NA, so that's probably what it is. So you're probably seeing a lot more because you're in EU. So you're saying we've got to come to the source and buy them ourselves? Yes. Drink from the fountain of G Fuel. Do it. Okay, we'll try to get into the 17 Dawnbreaker. If this specific key doesn't invite me, I'll go cook and eat dinner. How about that? Someone will be en route soon. Okay. Right now there's 5 keys up on EU, 7 to 19 on Prio, and 4 of them are notes. That's crazy. That is insanity. Oh my goodness. Oh, goodness. But they also brick fast and go up again in like 10 to 15 minutes. Oh, yikes. Do you have to tip per fail? Because at that point, couldn't it just be a scam where you purposefully wipe early? Like you do dungeons like Priory where the first pull is very lethal and you purposefully int so that you get tipped and then move on and do your next one? Right? Is that not a thing? I feel like that could be a thing. That's the worst. It is a scam? Okay. Because, I mean, shoot. The businessman in me is like, dude, post a push key, say note, get tipped, int first pool, go again, make more gold, baby. It's capitalism. Okay, so we did not get invited to the Dawnbreaker. So, fate has decided that it is dinner time. I'm going to be looking into Discord, trying to get it all figured out, make sure that like apps and stuff, whatever it is, are not going to be working correctly for the future. But Ceiling Panda, I especially really appreciate you and helping me with the bot. Also, everyone that stuck with me through that bot attack in our Discord, y'all are amazing. I'm sorry that I basically just brain AFK shut off for like 30 minutes while we figured it out. While basically I wasn't allowed to figure it out. We had Ceiling Panda and DNV come in and do work. But Adabu, appreciate you stopping in. Very nice to meet you. Kira, you're also the GOAT. Good luck in your keep pushing. Hopefully you can get some last minute IO this week. But hopefully, I'm going to be knocking on your door soon, Kira. So you better keep that pushing coming. Because if I pass you, what has to happen? If I pass you, you have to get a tattoo on your forehead that says... What would it say? It says... I don't know. You just have to get a tattoo on your forehead. It can be like a little heart. How about a little heart above your right eyebrow? Is that a deal? I feel like that's super fair, right? Always fun to hang out when I have time. Come chase me in Square. I got you. I am gonna be on your tail. Watch out. Keep your eye on those leaderboards. I'm coming. But guys, I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I'm gonna go eat. We're gonna make quesadillas tonight with some fajitas vegetables on top. Dude, it's a crazy meal. We also made a crema last night. We're gonna make a salsa verde tonight. So it's insane stuff, people. So I got some fun stuff looking ahead, that I'm looking forward to. But everyone, good night. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.